That's position 3. I believe it's position 3 bounty.
Yeah, it's offlane. No, it's mid.
No, mid.
Quinn picked it up.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yes. Okay, I've heard about this bounty hunter being played mid lane. Finally get to see it.
All right. So I mean, what kind of build are we looking at here?
Dude, bounty versus Doom. He's gonna jack his gold. That's what he's gonna do.
You devour. I just steal your gold. I now have devour. What a meme.
Yep. I think he's gonna go like some kind of a Deso build. Phase boots, drums, Desolator. Then hopefully get a BKB and just try to fight with your team as much as you can. So you get gold. Now, picking up a bounty hunter like this is as like position 2 means that this Ursa better have a damn good game, because Quincy crew, if they fall behind and they can't fight and get track gold because they're behind and they can't fight, it's terrible. They're not going to be able to keep up with this Medusa whatsoever, right? I feel like Quincy crew are good if they're ahead and they're snowballing, but if they fall behind, it's not going to look good anymore. I think Crazy are just gonna control Roshan, take Aegis, buy a Rapier, and just try to end the game.
That is what you sound like.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I think that's the kind of win condition almost in this game, to be honest, because I don't really see how easily it is for them to take these fights regardless if they don't have that. So, yeah, I mean, I think Brown needs to have an amazing game on this Doom. I think he needs to make tons of space for HFN. HFN needs to farm like crazy, and they somehow need to not feed on the 4 heroes they have going around together whilst the Medusa hits those timings. I mean, it's possible, but the thing is, it's just going to be so kill-centric on the side of Quincy crew. They just want to get gold. They want to kill people. They want to get track kills. They've got Ursa and Bounty as their 2 biggest cores. Like it's going to be a bloodbath if Quincy crew have it their way. You have to. Oh man, they don't have any saves. Like they don't have any. I really do feel like they've kind of walked into this trap of Quincy crew here, and this Bounty Hunter mid is just going to wreck face. But I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for it to be a close game. It's possible that it could be. We'll see what happens. I mean, the thing I worry about is that all their save. Actually, I guess they do have a lot of save on the side of Crazy. They've got both the Frost Shield and the Swap.
That is what you sound like.
Dude, I don't think Crazy are bad as they are in this draft. I think, especially with the bounty pick, I think bounty pick could easily align.
Holy moly! Coming through!
Because he doesn't have comeback mechanic, you know, getting the gold or whatever. But these teams are so disciplined for the most part. Not gonna give an opportunity if they fall or if they get ahead of a bounty lineup, right? That's why I say in this game there's a lot lying on Yawar to not have a bad game.
Yeah, a lot lying on Yawar to have a bad game, because if he has a bad game, then you don't actually have that much of a kill condition.
Exactly, you don't have a whole lot of damage to work with here, and let's not forget, Crazy have a Tiny in this, so. There are going to be situations where the DP is going to pop her Exo, and Tiny might just blink and toss them back into the team, and Quincy crew are going to have to start a fight they might not want to engage into. And that could create a lot of opportunities for Crazy to win clashes.
Yeah, and they also don't have that much to protect the egg with as well, you know. They've got cogs, but it's not really that great, you know. There's no AoE disable or anything like that, or anything to stop people just murdering the egg when it goes off, so that could be an option. Even though they don't have any good egg hitters on the side of Crazy, they might just be able to come in and just do it anyway, because there's nothing to stop them. It's a very, very concerning factor for Crazy, but I mean, I do prefer Quincy crew's draft. I think it's a bit wacky and wild, but that's what I like in a draft, you know. Do things a bit differently. I'm always a big advocate for doing things differently in Dota, because if you're doing things new, then the enemies are going to find it harder to play into you, and as long as you're smart enough to play your ideas out correctly, then it's going to be very tricky for the enemies to figure it out, rather than just letting them play against stuff they're used to playing into all the time, and therefore have an easier time because they know what they're doing.
For sure, yeah. The element of surprise.
30 seconds to battle.
But in this game, the bounty, it could be a stretch. You know what? It really comes down to Bile here in this bounty matchup. If he understands what Quinn wants to do on this bounty, because if he just allows him to mug him all day long with that Janata, then we'll get everything they want. At least Quinn does.
So what do you think about the new split shot on Medusa then? Because they've changed that. It's been changed so it can no longer be toggled, right? It's just fixed now. Or is it? Wait, it can be toggled or it can't be toggled?
No, they made it into a toggle build.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Made it to what it used to be, so it's now toggleable.
Yeah.
Extra arrow count is now 4, and the damage is increased to 80%. So it's much better than it used to be, right?
Yes, it is better.
And the second arrow
it does
has
more
a huge
damage,
bonus rate.
especially on level 1. And they also get an extra target.
Yes, that's a huge buff actually. So plus 5% damage, and then with the extra target, that's like what, an extra 33%. 38% better
primary,
than Poggers.
But your first arrow also does less damage though. Before, like, your first arrow.
Oh yeah, true.
So you're right clicking. If you have it early game and you turn it on in the lane, it's really bad because you're hitting for like 50% of your.
Right, yeah, but you can just not be an idiot.
But it allows you
that.
to. Yeah, so it'll be. It's better for you when you go into jungle.
Sounds pretty good. Get to the jungle nice and early, get some creeps. HFN gonna be farming up an absolute storm this game. So we'll see if how Quincy crew adjust to that and whether they feel the pressure from this farming Medusa.
They have a lot of regen on. They expect to trade bad. They both have 3 sets of regen each. 2 fairy fires on the DP, 1 fairy fire on the Phoenix. Check out the Medusa and the Lich. They only got like 3 sets in total between both of them.
Damn.
The healing salve coming out.
Yeah, they are definitely holding regen, both of these teams, to be honest, with salves and taggers and whatnot. Alright, so Quincy getting actually pretty low in the top lane to SVG just with his level 1 battery assault. He even comes in for a little bit more. You gotta be careful about that. Off to a great start in this top lane Quincy crew as SVG just chasing heroes down. He loves this clockwork, doesn't he?
He does. It's also good support if you have a strong carry. It can provide a lot of kill potential, but also zone out these pesky position 4s who want to either pull waves or annoy you when you're trying to pull creeps, and Clockwork can trade better than all of them.
Look at SVG just zoning 1 versus 2 right now. He's having an absolute dream up in this top lane, just allowing Yawar to do whatever he wants in this lane. He's going to be off to a great start. Meanwhile, over at mid, we got Ryle versus Quinn. This is a very interesting matchup. The Bounty Hunter into the Doom. 2 heroes not conventionally known as mid laners. Let's see how they both manage to do.
Gonna go for a Vanguard on Bounty Hunter.
Interesting. First,
that is very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like he's got it queued up before boots or anything else. We'll see if he does commit to that or not. I mean, to be honest, he's not like a super necessary boots hero, but I think you do run the risk of getting run down by Doom if you don't have the boots. I don't know, we'll see.
There's a lot of mugging going on in the mid lane.
There is rather, isn't there?
Dude, he's stealing 20 gold every hit. Every 9 seconds he's stealing 20 gold. This is so annoying.
Quinn is
I mean, they have the same net worth because of the Devour, right? He's getting 100 gold. So Devour is giving him 100 gold. And then all that gold is going back to Quinn.
Yeah.
So the gold lead is like even or something. They're like sharing.
Aw, sharing is caring in the middle lane. Quinn's like, give me your money. Brother, alright, I'll make some more money. It's pretty funny in this mid lane. Economically interesting. Cogs up in the top lane. Moon Meander could be in some trouble. Isolated from Kezi right now as SVG continues to run him around. You are going to pwn the slow as well. Moon trying to run himself away. They've got the Orb of Venom, but they can't find the right click, and Moon will run. Those boots coming in very, very handy. MSS is in trouble. Oh, he's trying to run him down here. He's got the Frost Blast in 1 second, but in comes Linus from the side and stops Owie in his tracks. And even going to sap away a little bit of that HP.
Yeah, it doesn't look like DP is going to be able to apply any pressure down in this lane to the Medusa until the Clockwork rotates down here. Wait, Moon again top? Is he in trouble? He's got a magic stick. Oh, it's just going to get tossed out.
Yeah. I mean, these brown boots are making Moomiander a bit of a menace in this lane. SVG's only got the wind lace, so he can't actually keep up with his tiny, but obviously when he gets in range of the battery side, it's okay. But with the toss now, Moomiander actually feels pretty safe and is able to just kind of trade with the clockwork and annoy him as well. So things become a little bit more even up here, but you are still feeling pretty great about things. He's now 19-7 compared to KheZu, who's down at 11-2. He's getting jumped on.
Just pulled away for SVG.
You were what? You are? No, he doesn't have the slope.
Nah, he's not gonna commit to that. He's got a Mango too. He's the one to lose all his HP chasing that.
Yeah, Old Earthshock maybe gets a kill, but New Earthshock definitely not. Well, it's an interesting lane up here at top. Meanwhile, at mid, it's an even more interesting lane as they're kind of even on CS, but with Quinn constantly sapping away at the guy's damage now. Level 3 Janada stealing 28 gold every single time he uses that spell, and on a 4.2-second cooldown. Oh man, he's got an arcane rune. What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare for the Doom. Yeah, Quinn's richer. Quinn's got the higher net worth right now in the middle lane.
Got that ring of hope. She's gonna have Vanguard.
Down, up in the top lane. They will finally cut off Moomiander. They managed to catch him inside the battery assault. With the slows from UR, they will bring him down. But yeah, I mean, this Vanguard first is hilarious, and I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I mean, what does the Doom do if like Quinn's this tanky? It just allows him to sit on top of him with Janada and not care about the creeps attacking him. And
oh god, look at the gold difference. They have like almost the same last hits, but look at the gold difference.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter is pulling way ahead now.
Wild about to take this entire creep wave. Meanwhile, the top lane, the return kill comes in as KheZu drops UR.
Last, they just come back to the top lane. They got their skills back, all the sources on the tiny, so they can actually. They didn't have any healing stuff. SVG's flask was coming. Yawar got a little bit.
Tis a shame. But now 1-for-1 up at the top lane,
got a
so
Vanguard,
it's nice and even. And there's that Vanguard found from the Bounty Hunter.
What the heck? 6 minutes already Vanguard.
Denied.
He's chilling.
It's so annoying.
I mean, look how little damage. Oh, okay, Moomiander's coming in, the dude's out as well. They might be able to bring down Quinn here. Let's see what they can do. He's literally running around the creep.
Trying to get tossed.
Yeah, oh, right. Trying to avoid the cross. But yeah, dual deny himself. Not going to happen, though. They will get the kill off the Quinn.
Weak creeps. Did so little damage and he has a Vanguard, so there was no chance those creeps are going to kill him.
Yeah, the Vanguard works against him. And what century is this where we have a Vanguard rush? That's so crazy. How's HFN doing in the bottom lane? Let's have a little look-see. He's currently sitting at 33-9 compared to the Death Prophets 29-7, so not too bad on the Medusa. Pretty decent laning phase. Meanwhile, up in the top lane though, KheZu is going to go down to SVG and Yawar here, as the top lane is really kind of getting out of control. 35 CS on Yawar with 13 deniers compared to 21 and 4 on the Venge. You know, I'm really not sold on this off-lane Venge thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Brax play it, now we're seeing KheZu play it, but KheZu's taking a different approach. He's going for the Dominator. I think he's going to want to find like an Alpha Wolf creep and provide a bunch of auras for the Medusa. They're like going all in onto this dude. That's the plan.
4 protect 1. Bryle could be in some trouble here as SVG jumps in. Nice cog separating off the Wild Wing Whistler from them right now, and now Bryle taking some real damage. The Ursa gets on top of him as well. KheZu coming over, does have the swap, he's going to save him. Bryle gets away. KheZu is going to be okay as well here. In comes Moomiander with the Avalanche, with the toss. Yawar over to the Ancients. And it looks like KheZu will escape. Nicely done from Crazy there, keeping their heroes alive.
Is under attack.
Yeah, that Ice Armor creep was so clutch for Bryle, keeping him alive for such a long time. Looks like Bonnie has rotated his way to bottom. Wants to mug the Medusa.
He wants some more gold. So double tracks coming out, and a little fear going to keep him under tower, but with that Vanguard, he does not care much about tower hits, that's for sure.
Invisibility!
He's just hanging out. I mean, what is Quinn hoping to achieve in this bottom lane?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, he just wants to apply pressure to Medusa at bottom area. Maybe get some rotations down here from Crazy's side. This will give space for the bounty for the Ursa.
Meanwhile, Moonmeander's being hunted down here. MSS just going in with the Sun Ray, chopping him down, and they get that kill. Meanwhile, toss over to Clockwork, actually doing a bad thing right now as the Doom comes down onto the Bounty Hunter. SPG trying to get himself away. Is he going to survive this one? Just about does. Meanwhile, swap back onto the Bounty Hunter. He's still doomed up, and it looks like he is going to fall. The stun comes in from KheZy. The right click to them, but denied. Comes in from MSS. Nicely done. That fiery pigeon going to work. Brow still chasing him here. Is he fast enough to get that right click in? Looks like he nearly did there for a second. Meanwhile, Aoi chased up to the high ground by Lelis here, using that Spirit Siphon from the Crypt Swarm to finish the job. Down goes Aoi. And, well, a weird trade here in the mid lane. Losing that Bounty Hunter, though, probably makes it better for CR4ZY. Although, with the double track coming out, I think he got at least one track kill there. Either way, it's a pretty big gold advantage for Quincy crew.
That deny was so big. And I can't believe he actually called him a pigeon after he did. Such an epic play.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't know that SS. You're my boy, you know that. Chad. Top lane, you're being chased down a little bit by KheZy and Moonmeander. Yeah, he's good, he's good. Just pops that ulti, gets himself away.
How's the ancient stacks looking? They got no stacks yet. Rip. I felt like with this Vengeful Spirit, they were gonna just stack up ancients like crazy. Okay, here comes AUI. He's gonna get that first stack out. If they get like a 4-stack, Venge goes there with the Medusa.
Yeah, the empty armor, the Dominator, yeah, absolutely.
It's under attack.
It's kind of what they need to do, isn't it? Like, the Medusa does need to be pretty far ahead this game, and she's not gonna do that just by farming regular creeps. They need to amplify her farm where they can.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
See, Quinn just farming behind the tower in the bottom lane whilst Lelis gets to work on the tier 1. She does have the accident with the catapult creep coming on through. Doesn't feel like it's necessary. Meanwhile, SVG will take the farm in the middle lane, trying to get us level 6 at a decent timing. And up at top, KheZy and HFN trying to push in this top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mirroring the movements made by Quincy crew.
Bottom. You want to defend it.
Yawar behind the tower, goes in on to KheZy right now. MSS coming in over as well, uses that Icarus dive, and now the Sun Ray as well, trying to target down KheZy here. KheZy could go for the swap here, but doesn't want to. He's actually going to live. Oh no, yes, and Crimson finishes the job. Meanwhile, they turn over to face HFN. Being right click down here, currently has 7 stacks of Fury Swords. Oh no, Aoi with the chain cross, but Yawar, he's got them in range. Can he finish off HFN here? Yes, he can. Down goes HFN. Meanwhile, Lelis will pop the Exodus and trying to find Aoi here, but Aoi backs himself away, so Lelis just starts taking down this tower. Why not? Let's go to work.
Wow, so CR4ZY were making a smoke play onto bottom like this to try and get the death profit, but because KheZy and HFN were pushing in top, QC decided to defend top lane, and that naturally made the DP TP there, and then the smoke gank bottom failed miserably for CR4ZY. So a lot of unfortunate things happening.
Yeah, the Medusa going down, probably the highlight for Quincy crew in the last couple of minutes here is KheZy going to swap in with the Doom. Doom is available if he wants to bring down SPG easily here, but he's just going to try and run it on foot. Not quite sure what's going to happen as SPG turns around with the hook shot. Ryle is actually in a bit of trouble now, but nice Avalanche going to come in from Moonmeander, cancelling out the Sun Ray and allowing Ryle to get himself back.
Dude, is it just me or Quinn's game plan was just to mug the Doom in this game? After that Vanguard, he's building up like his normal phase boost and such, but I haven't really felt his presence yet.
Not yet, no. I'm not sure what he's up to. I'm sure he's planning something.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, I thought maybe they were gonna commit bottom, you know, bring a bunch of heroes, try to take some towers, but they're playing the game very chill.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, Deuce, not again. HFN,
in the same place as well. Look at his mana to shrink, and now that's going to be its health ball. Too much damage coming down onto the Medusa. And this is that win condition. Hero just getting constantly slaughtered up in the top lane. And another track kill as well.
6 inches.
Yeah, I need the combat gold. Jesus, I mean, this is now a 3k gold advantage at the 13-minute mark for Quincy crew. Pretty scary stuff. I mean, it's kind of what their lineup needs to do, but they are definitely playing ahead of their own curve here.
Well, Quinn is ahead of the Doom, so I guess he just needed his quest.
It's Vendetta against Doom, yeah.
Under attack.
A rolling stone.
What a meta. Doom versus Bound. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought indeed? This is This is the result of two teams which know each other very well, isn't it? That's the only way this kind of thing comes about.
DP is getting quite big. Everybody on, like, the laning stage seemed quite tame, but now QC's movements on the map have just a lot better than Crazy. Crazy feels like not so disciplined in even though Crazy's a very disciplined
Dire's
team.
middle tower is under attack.
It's unusual, isn't it, that a team with a bounty hunter is actually playing, you know, not too.
Radiant's
I think the
top tower is under
the
attack.
trap you fall into when you pick bounty hunter a lot of the time is that you stay on the map too long. You try and find kills all the time, and you kind of forget about other aspects of the game. But that's not happening with Quincy Crew here at all. Even though they got the bounty hunter in mid. But they're not really reliant on the track or anything like that, as Quincy shows at mid. They've got a couple of heroes around if they want to go for the swap play, but SVG is waiting with an invis rune just on the sidelines here. And I think he just spotted out Bryles. They know exactly what's going on, and yeah, they're going to just make themselves super scarce. Quinn just literally running away. Doesn't want to get caught out in this middle lane whatsoever.
Yeah, SVG is getting some nice vision out for allies. Back here, everybody.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Oh,
under
he
attack.
found a tiny. He's actually gonna solo kill him. Get out of this.
He's got the hook shot. He's picking it up. Meander trying to dodge it, but that's not going to happen. SVG will bring him down. That's a position 5 murdering a position 4 completely solo. Meanwhile, HFN forced to use the stone gaze up in the top lane. Not at all what they're looking for. The Doom might be able to drop it out. Oh, the swap back actually can see up the Doom a little bit here. A little bit questionable in this lane. Another swap coming out. They really don't want to have to use the Doom for this one. And now Quinn's alive. What are you doing? Now Kezu's in some trouble. He's going to get cut down here. And how are you going to go exactly the same way? What was that reluctance on popping the Doom on Brile there? I mean, he didn't want to use it on the bounty.
Under attack.
Dude, I don't know, if he's not gonna use it on the bounty, who's he gonna use it on?
Exactly.
Right? Like, that his team is definitely yelling at him at that point. If I know Moon and AI, they're like, yo, bro, just use your Doom on him, man. We can go back to farming. Yeah, because now the Ursa just went in and stole the stacks of the Dusa and is doing Roshan.
Wait, stole the stat? Oh
This
my
is
god. Oh my god. This game is becoming insurmountable, man. I mean, he couldn't even take in the Aegis, because why not? He wants to be that frontliner. Go on BKB next. This is crazy.
Do you remember that game where we had that support bounty hunter who was behind Desolator? You remember that?
I try
Right?
not
And
to,
look at-
even, but yes, I do.
Dude, look at Quinn, right? He's a core bounty and he's buying a BKB, like first item, right? Because he needs to be able to go in and do something. Like, if you're a bounty hunter, you can't just buy Desolator, even especially if you're a support. Tough situations. You gotta get BKB. It's such a core item on this.
Radiant's top
If you want
tower
to
is
go
under
in and
attack.
actually utilize your
Not get squashed, yeah. Top lane HFN going for the defense again here. SVG's going to straight up murder the guy's courier and now cut him behind him. He's looking for that Manta, which he should now be able to pick up. Now Brile sees SVG. Is it going to be a Doom target? No, he's not going to use it. No, I know you was Doom. Well, that's going to be the
You're not going to do that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Definitely
attack.
not the...
No, he's only like he's a you know, only looking for the finest of Doom targets, you know.
Bryle's like, okay, here guys, I'll doom the bounty now. Come on, you guys can trust me. I got this.
Yeah, I got it, guys. Don't worry. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here's the Doom coming down onto the.
Guy just
Never mind. SVG gonna be the target right now, though. He is gonna lose his life, and now the Elsa jumping onto Brawl right now. Swap's gonna save him. Doom's still available as the egg comes down here, chasing them back. Crazy's running themselves away as that Janata comes bouncing around with the shuriken as well. Crazy though, really hard on the back here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Does he know he's got Doom?
Nah, he wasn't gonna use it on the Aegis. That's
True.
making sure. Like, he was ready to use it if they would get the Aegis first. But I'm telling you, he has a lot of regrets in the game.
here we go. Here we go. Leo's is going to get jumped right now. Even though he's got the ultimate spin, and it doesn't really matter. They need the damage to take him on down, and he will fall. Quinn, meanwhile, chasing Bra. Bra gets himself back. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, MSS needs to back himself away. KheZu getting blasted into the fray, though, and he is going to lose his life. HFN, meanwhile, trying to take the front lines here. Has got his own doing a ton of damage, actually. Holy shit, he's taken down 2. A hero and an Aegis, and now they will surround this bounty hunter. Looking to bring him on down here. Can they get that kill? Beautiful fear from Al with the blast comes out as well. They've got him in vision. They're trying to heal him up on MSS. Sunray coming on out, but Quinn is not savable. He's going to get finished off by the Frost Shield. MSS needs to get himself away now as well, but he doesn't have any tools to do so. All he's got is a Fairy Fire, which he won't even get a chance to use here. Aoi gets the double kill. HFN is in the game, kids.
Dude, that was such a huge...
Radiant structures
Now this dude's
are fortified.
actually trying to do a lot of damage. We saw the
Dire's
power
middle
from the
tower
Manta,
is
right?
under attack.
That clash.
Yeah, it did hella work.
Bring everybody down. They couldn't turn around there. Doom also has a Black King bar now. So next time Quincy start a fight, he can just pop the BKB, stand his ground. He's got the ice armor. It's gonna help him and the Medusa. Vengeful Spirit has drums, Dami, so she's got a bunch of auras now. Also taking the Hellbear Smash. That gives solid attack speed for his team. I think they would like to have a pack leader, so that would be the best case scenario. But I guess they haven't
buff
found
out the juicer even further.
Yeah. Juice has plenty of agility in pack leaders.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That illusion, so good. Crazy. Like, they should, even if they kill the bench, you need to make sure they kill the illusion too. As long as the illusion's alive, the Dusa's still gonna get buffed up by all the aura.
Yeah, for sure. KheZu's, you know, he's doing a great job on either staying alive or dying. Doesn't matter. He's just doing a good job at it, being a factor in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna stop hating on Pro Brown now as well, since you know, his team does look like they're turning it around. So whatever they're doing, they got to keep on at it. Quincy Crew, you know, I feel like this team, whilst they're 7k gold ahead, they kind of need to be, right? Like, that's the way they're drafted.
Yeah, they do. It's things will get scarier, I think, for because the Medusa is gonna start hitting this gaudy butterfly
SVG gets baited by the timing. We've been down this road before, but previously it was a Clockwork that gets the kill, but Moomyanda exacting his revenge with a beautiful toss back into KheZu. And making that one
Doom's
happen.
ready too.
Top tower is
They
under
want to get
attack.
someone here. They want to try to. They could toss in the Doom and Doom like.
Could be fun.
Radiant are scanning.
Bounty Hunter has the BKB. Well. Ice the top. Magic mist.
Yeah, it gives them a lot of freedom. And keep getting off these Janadas and the Fire Dance as well. It's kind of sad you don't get a readout of how much gold Janada's been giving you throughout the game so far.
Yeah, that'll be nice, right? If there's like a counter, so people can actually gauge like how effective this spell actually is.
Yeah, like how you get dual damage counters. I think that'd be a nice quality of life change, but there we go. SVG looking for Moomyanda here, misses the hook shot, gets thrown into a creep wave again here. Aoi coming in from behind, gets off the fear, but there's a team that's coming in for Quincy right now. None of them some targets right now. Moomyanda getting chased on down here. He's tracked up. They're trying to get the kill, and they will be oh no, one more hit needed, but the Shuriken will find it. The BKB from Quinn grabbing him that one. Now look for more. They've actually popped the Excellent for this though. If they don't find any more kills here, it's not going to be super worth it. They have got a middle tower they could push on if they want to, but they seem a little bit hesitant. Quincy Crew, I mean, one track kill's not bad, but I feel like they wanted a little bit more from this.
Fight. That was a terrible fight for them.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, they got one kill, but Exo has been used and Doom is up. Medusa is just going to go back to farming, about to complete her Scotty. If they want on Crazy, they can just smoke up as soon as it's... and just go and fight something. They can just pop the Doom on someone, toss combo, Synergate somebody else, get at least 2 kills. And there's also the Aegis, you know, that was out a while ago, so Roshan is not going to be up for a while for Crazy. They don't need to actually push. That's what's happening. Medusa's going down the mid lane. They're all going to cover her. Doom is ready to jump. He's got the Blink Dagger now. Things are on the up and up for Crazy here. They just gotta make sure they don't botch this team fight.
Dire's middle tower has
Holy
fallen.
moly.
Radiant's
HFN's got
bottom
a
tower
Scotty
is
coming
under
out to
attack.
himself right now. Got scary. Now they look growling in the front. Okay, Aoi get a little bit carried away. You know, they're ready to defend the Medusa. They weren't ready to defend the 1000 HP. Jesus, that's a lot of damage coming out onto him as well. Quincy Crew will be able to get themselves a secondary kill here. Did commit the egg, but still 2 kills, feeling pretty good. And now they're going to hunt for more or force Crazy back into their own base is the goal here. But Crazy,
they still want to fight this?
Dude, they're thinking about this. The madmen.
They don't want to lose the high ground, and they have an obs board.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was saying, as long as they don't botch a team fight, right? If the Lich goes out forward like that and gets caught out on the right side where Quincy could, that's a botch team fight.
Yeah.
Because they're starting the engagement 4 versus 5, and that's not what they want. Lich is very important in these clashes. His Frost Shield, his Sinister Gaze has been super clutch in this game, and Chain Frost to slow down the Ursa, especially when he has his Enrage on, is just too valuable. Like, you gotta play behind the Medusa. You gotta let her be the one getting jumped, if ever.
Yeah, for sure. Especially not the Lich with Frost Shield. You know, that's one of the key components of the fight, is to make sure that physical resistance is out onto the Medusa. The moment it gets taken away, the fights get much more scary. Talking about scary, I mean, HFN's a bit of a monster. You are also getting close as well to that Satanic, so his build's going to be reaching its peak pretty soon. But I don't know, man. This I'm starting to have faith in the Medusa.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom
I mean, the later the game goes, Medusa is gonna become a beast, and he's also paired up with Vengeful Spirit, who's building up a lot of auras for her. All they need now on 27 minutes is a telescope, and this Medusa, I think, is gonna be the biggest, most obnoxious carry bite into. Telescope, Vengeful Spirit.
That's a beast right there.
Radiant's
Or a
bottom tower
beastress.
is under attack.
Quincy Crew, you know, I hope they have some good plans to slay the beast. You are, I mean, he is more farmed than the Medusa, to be fair. He's got the Satanic near enough done.
There's a single target hero, right? And
Yeah.
Medusa can hit everybody. Oh, there's a, what does it do? Very aggressive Doom.
Yeah. I think he dropped on the DP, but then SVG was able to hook shot it immediately and force back the side of Crazy to give them the space they needed. So yeah, the Medusa's gonna be absolutely fine.
Get the Shivas off first on the DPs. I mean, it was a good thought to try and go for it, but then it was way too deep, and now Quincy have an opening to take a team fight. Doom is out.
Cheeky little track from Quinn there on the fade time of the Invis rune. Tiny not feeling great about that one. Really wanted to steal some gold there, you know what it's like to Bounty Hunter. Every time you're just like, I mean, if I hit him there, it's 36 gold.
It's so little, man. It was worth less than a creep. Don't do it.
Doesn't matter.
There's on the scoreboard, you can actually see how much gold Bounty Hunter stole.
Radiant's bottom
I'm really looking
At the end
at
of the game, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be insane. I think it's gonna be big, but it's not gonna be like. I reckon by now it's about maybe like 1.5k.
Yeah, so you see how using that Doom has resulted in Quincy just walking through.
Yeah.
A free Aegis now.
Hook shot in onto the Tiny, 90 down from SVG as he hooks Manium in on the cogs as well, but you are. Let's get beaten in by HFN, he's getting himself away, forced to pop the Enrage to get out of this one. Doesn't want to just fight into HFN and waste his Aegis. You know, Mooney it's his turn to jump, then goes in deep. The Egg so far on the back lines, it's near enough useless here. And they jump into the front here. Lelis healing up quite a lot. Bra's getting low, needs to back himself away, but HFN, he's just standing his goddamn ground. Lelis is going to drop, but there's nothing to be done about this Medusa. There's just too much damage and too much tankiness coming out from HFN here, and they are ready for round 2 as Yua comes back from the dead, though forced in towards Howie here. He's gonna pop that ultimate, gonna pop the overpower as well, starts trying to get the stacks. 13 stacks of Fury Swipes on the Medusa, doesn't matter, it does not. Yua's gonna die for a second time. Quinn jumps in, steal a little bit more gold, but he will also be falling here, I believe, and there's gonna be a bunch of heroes dead as MSS jumps in, cheekily gets the kill on Moon Meander, but gives his life as HFN just cleans up shop. My goodness.
That was so nice, dude. Like, crazy to make that call without Doom, just stand your ground, play around this ward here. That was actually so amazing. This Medusa did so much damage in the fight. Quincy were not able to commit and try to remove her mana or ways to attack. I feel they need like a halberd or something in the game.
Yeah.
Keep that hero. Yeah, they're actually on their way to Halberd. Both the Phoenix and the Clock. So maybe taking that fight before they have the Halberd might have been quite a big mistake. But then I can't really blame them because Crazy didn't have a Doom up. And Quincy were probably thinking there was no way they can fight without the Doom being up right now.
Yeah, they just didn't plan on HFN just being an absolute meat grinder in this fight. Eventually just stand there and right clicks people. Just A-click heroes, hands off the keyboard, watch them go down.
Oh, look at DP2. Also queuing up that Halberd now. 3 Halberds queued up on the side of Quincy after that
I'm not
last
remotely
fight.
surprised. At the very least, they can force the Medusa into going for a BKB, but she's actually looking for Satanic, so that star resistance will also help out against the Halberds quite a lot. Man, I mean, this game is so in Crazy's court right now. Like, a 6k gold advantage for Quincy crew means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's all the auras. That's what it is. They got the Venge, the Dominator, and the drums. Keeps following the auras and the vengeance. Yep. I mean, everything is just making this Medusa insanely powerful. It's all being stacked up on her. But Quincy don't really have any.
Oh, they got it. They got the telescope.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus! And they got a Tiny as well. But I don't care about that. I care about the telescope on the Venge. Let's go.
Dire's bottom
This is what
tower is under
we're
attack.
talking
Oh my
about.
God!
And the Venge is
Pack
the one who's gonna
leaders
hold it.
on the Doom. Oh Jesus!
Perfect.
I mean,
look at the Deuce's damage. What's her attack range?
you just hover over her.
850 attack range.
Oh no, Quinn getting doomed up on the front lines here. No chance of survival for the Bounty Hunter, and MSS might be going the same way as well. The Icarus dives in onto this. Tries to get over the Roche Pit. That's not happening. 2 quick kills going the way, and now swap back. Gonna make it kill number 3, and this is the big boy, the big bear, being taken down, being kited out. Trying to swap that ulti, looking for a target. He's not gonna find one though. Popping the Satanic. Okay, maybe he gets killed, but just swaps HFN. Yeah, good luck.
Oh my. This is insane. They can't do anything on Quincy anymore.
Especially if one of their cores get doomed up. Like Quincy have picked this draft where they're spread thin, right? Where and Crazy, they're buffing just this one hero and making her super powerful. Like we said, 4 protect 1. And now she's going for the rapier. She's feeling herself. She knows she cannot die anymore. But that could be wrong because if there is a or triple halberds, I think she can die. Because everybody else will die first, so she won't be able to do any damage. Okay, she changed her mind. MKB.
What a
Doesn't want to
coward.
make that mistake.
How boring. This isn't the NA Dota I know and love. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Ryle getting used up. He's pretty hungry for Lotus right now. I mean, they don't have their Medusa here, so this might be an interesting fight from Crazy. Let's see. Let us pop him that ultimate, try to chase some heroes down. Still, no Medusa. I mean, she does have the TP, but it seems like they're just kind of bailing on this fight. They're going to lose Owie here, but it looks like Kezu and Brawl are able to get themselves up. Brawl even stops the farm creep camp, because why not?
Or they popped the EXO and they're tipping him because of that. But to be honest, Bryle, I have no idea what you were doing going in there. Because your Dusa was showing top and you don't have Doom.
These are pretty upset supports, aren't they? They're just like, we just been baited into a horrible flight. What was that?
Radiant's bottom
AUI
tower
is
has
the
fallen.
sacrificial lamb. F's in chat for poor boy.
Yeah, dying for other people's sins. That's life and support right there.
Solar Crest complete on bench now. Huge item. Another 80 attack speed. Up onto the dude. 8 armor. Jeez, man.
Keep it coming.
Crazy.
Keep pushing all into the Dusa. Everything you have.
Oh, you know what they're missing? They're missing Vladimir's. That's another
really?
big item.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're missing Bloods. Venge went for the bigger items first. That's next. This is just an aura ball. Like, I'm telling you, they gotta kill the Venge twice.
And then the illusion,
You
yeah.
gotta kill their illusion too. Yeah, or else it doesn't matter. Even if
Does
you
the
kill the Venge
Dagon
one
kill the
time.
illusion?
That's a good question, actually.
I think it does. It's not a clone or anything. Oh, meanwhile, Doom's actually come down onto the Phoenix. All right, fair enough. It's going to be a kill. Nice, smoothly done by
Well,
Bryle.
you can't hex the Venge illusion and kill it.
Oh, so you probably can't dig on it then.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's a pretty big information. Like if you dig on it or something. Hex
Strong
it up,
illusions
right?
are not instantly killed by spells. Yes, that includes Dagon, I'm sure. It's All good. Yeah,
Dire's
so
middle
that's not an
tower
option,
has
unfortunately, for
fallen.
Quincy Crew.
Radiant's top
Pop those
tower
cogs from the high ground. HFN doesn't even walk into them, he just murders them. HFN murdering
Dire's
everything
middle
right
tower
now.
is under attack.
Jesus. This Medusa's sitting on the high ground. Come at me, boys. Come on, you want a piece of this? I don't think you do. I don't think you can handle me.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know if you heard me mention this earlier, but she has 850 attack rate.
She certainly does.
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Quincy Crew, your racks are being destroyed. Do you want to do anything about this? No, not without our Phoenix. We're good. We're good. We'll wait. And even with our Phoenix, maybe not still, but at least there's tier 2s up to make this last a little bit longer. Yeah, coming off a minute 35, and Crazy still looking in a fantastic position here. I mean, why do we think the Medusa was bad again in the draft? Let's just go back to our previous criticisms. What is it we said that we didn't like about the Medusa?
We're talking about Death Prophet and X ulti. Like, it's hard for Medusa.
Yeah, not a good egg hitter.
And stuff. Yeah, but she's an okay egg hitter, not the worst.
Especially with all the range she's got now. I mean, she becomes a pretty good one at this point in the game.
We said everything before they picked the bench, though.
True.
Right? So after they picked the bench, see what their plan was in this. Because without this bench, this hero is not the same whatsoever. It's actually a pretty bad hero. Without the bench.
This is something which
bench
NIP
is
have run a hell of a ton as well.
Right,
right. The Venge plus Medusa combination.
So the Venge is providing this Medusa Solar Crest and her massive amount of attack range, carrying the telescope and giving her swaps whichever gets initiated on.
Dire's
Also
top tower
Terror
is under attack.
and 13 agility.
Dire's top
I mean, do I need to
tower
keep
has fallen.
talking about this? Like what the Venge does? It's just insane. The combination of these two heroes is like a match made in heaven. For these two. And then with the Doom also carrying the pack leader's aura, that's very nice.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, like, HFN's been having a pretty rough tournament so far, you know. So the Morphling games haven't been that hot. He's had some snowy games so far, but oh my god, FBG just gets tossed in by Moon Meander, gets absolutely rinsed. Quinn on the run as well as Bra jumps in, threatening with that Doom. And guess what HFN's gonna do? He's gonna go hit some buildings. He wants to hit some towers. Another
Roshan, it's gonna be up in like 30 seconds though. They could be a bit more patient and just secure the next Aegis first.
Yeah, especially with the triple Heaven's Halberd, although admittedly one of their Heaven's Halberds is out of the game for 25 seconds, but still that does mean this siege is going to be very, very slow. So just stacking it with the slow, and then throwing the disarm, and then throwing the second disarm. And the Seth's gonna get close for it though. Kind of scary, but does throw it down all the same. But even so, I mean, the Medusa's doing a decent amount of work, hitting from the low ground.
Oh, they have to grief that.
Now comes.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
That hurts. That hurts more. I mean, you see how the Heaven's Halberd are effective. They probably wish they got it way earlier, before they threw away this game after taking that.
Yeah. I think
control the Medusa.
They underrated the Medusa a little bit. I think they were a bit like, yeah, no, this hero's not doing anything. She hasn't got enough farm. She's only got a Manta, and then she rocks up to that fast fight like, oh god, we should have built our halberds earlier.
Double damage.
Let's see, Crazy. They want to get in towards this Roche pit currently. There's going to be a flare to see everything. And tier 4 items also up as well, as they grab a magic lamp on the side of the Radiant. And Sakura, meanwhile, they have a double damage on their Ursa. Is that going to be enough to take down the Medusa?
Just a refresher.
Maybe. I mean, he's got a pistol as well.
Ursa? How about the refresher on the Doom?
Uh-oh. That's pretty scary.
How about he dooms that Ursa's double damage, even if it lasted that long?
Roshan being taken.
I mean, he has a lot of
FBG.
status assist on the Ursa, so.
Yeah, they can't do this Roshan without chasing Quincy Crew off first. Like, they've got a lot of snap initiation to get into that pit. And with the flare as
try
well.
to get onto that high ground first.
of course, it's very tricky. Quinn's actually going to come in and steal some gold here, my goodness. Keeping that track onto Medusa, taking it off again. Medusa going in with the BKB. Doom comes down to the back lines, but actually it's Quinn inside the pit trying to finish off Roshan all by himself, and he's actually going to be able to do it. But the rest of the team, they're not actually in that much trouble here. No one has died except Lelis. Meanwhile, okay, SPG will get taken on down here. Meanwhile, NSS, he grabs a refresher shard. They can actually try and take this fight, but Yawara is dead. That is a problem. They will have to back themselves away in the end. I mean, a refresher shard popped immediately by the Phoenix to get off the egg when he already had it on full. Anyway, HFN just trying to fight on the high ground here, trying to bring down Quinn. He's getting very, very low, of course, has that Aegis as well to work with. Meanwhile, Lelis is back for round 2, trying to keep himself alive with the Spirit Siphon, but unfortunately there's too much damage coming out of HFN right now, and it looks like Quinn's going to go the same way as well. They might have taken the Roshan, they might have taken the Rages, but it still doesn't matter. Even without that Aegis in our pocket, HFN is still an absolute machine.
Yep, and Benj Illusion is still alive too, so all the auras still being provided to the Medusa.
Yep.
Happy.
Yep.
That's all they were able to get. That's a really nice decision from HFN to actually ignore the Roche, go out and take the fight outside of the pit instead of trying to contest the bounty and the Phoenix for the Aegis there. Like, I don't think there's any other carry players who would have made that decision to just give up the Aegis and the refresher.
Yeah,
but in the end, they actually won the fight because of it.
I mean, I think the decision was basically because, you know, they know that this team is nothing without Ursa, and if she just turns around and kills the Ursa, they don't care who takes Aegis or refresher or anything like that. Like, without Ursa, there is no Quincy crew this game.
These auras, man, they stack up way too good, man. They can't do anything on the side of Quincy crew. Even though they have the super farmed Ursa, he just doesn't deal as much damage. The hero's on crazy.
Yeah. He does just feel like such a creep compared to this Medusa.
It also makes a whole lot of sense as to why they picked the Lich this game too. They wanted like all these buffs to be able to put on the carry hero. Even the Dusa, if they jump the Dusa and the Frost Shield goes out onto her, Quincy can't do anything.
The physical resistance.
Earlier in the game too. Exactly. There's just so much resistance, so much damage amplification. And now he's got a Satanic and is essentially unkillable. And he's got, oh, he took the 800 mana instead of the split shot using modifiers. But the moment he hits level 30, oh boy.
It's gonna get even harder with that AoE Scotty.
I wonder if he should have got the split shot modifier. He got a Scotty Satanic.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only one hero he really
Just
feels like
live.
he needs to slow, and that's like the Ursa, you know?
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, 800
It would be good against
mana,
DP, actually.
So much stability for Dusa. Especially. Doom again onto Quinn. How many times have we got Doom this game?
A lot. Yeah, he's been face tanking that spell. I mean, we can look at the post game and see the amount of damage dealt to him by Doom. And that'll give us a pretty good indicator of the amount of Dooms this man absorbed. I mean, it kind of feels like Quincy crew have just been playing a lost game for a while now.
Can we agree that
you are. Oh, you get the Doom on top of the Enrage, so it's not going to last very long at the very least. Now you are maybe looking for the turnaround, but a lot of damage being dealt to them all by HFN just over on that high ground, and the egg goes for nothing. And, well, HFN just happy to jump himself back in. The disarm comes out. He's trying to disarm it with the flicker. Just play around this a little bit here. Now they need a second disarm coming out onto HFN right now, but he's just doing a ton of damage on that high ground along with the Stone Gaze. He'll have to back himself away. Meanwhile, Lelis will not be so lucky. He's going to get finished off again without even getting to use the X's, and Yawara in the trees trying to hide, but again they will find him. He has to do something here, trying to find a target, popping that Satanic, popping everything he's got to try and keep himself alive with a toss, just disabling him for long enough for them to bring him down. Quinn trying to make something happen, but there is nothing to be done. This bounty hunter, he's got to call GG because there is nothing more to be done. Quincy crew just crumble under the might of HFN's Medusa. Hey, you know what? This wasn't an HFN Medusa. This was a crazy Medusa. This was everyone's Medusa. These auras just did so much work. I mean, what was the downfall of Quincy crew? You know, why didn't their strategy?
Well, I don't think Bounty Hunter had any impact in this game apart from the lineage and just mugging the dude all day long.
And I think Quincy, if they really wanted to
He's mental. Yeah, he's mad. I'm glad they banned it out, to be honest. Although I do think there's ways around it, but they just can't be bothered to figure it out right now. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Right? Like sometimes you can immediately know what's good against a hero. Sometimes you might have an idea of what's good against a hero, but you don't necessarily want to try out that idea in an elimination best of 3 series. So it's just better to ban the hero, then give yourself a chance to kind of consider. And I've just seen my own hair. My god, I've got a fan on and it's kind of just, yeah, I don't think there's any saving that one, guys. Sorry. I kind of look like maybe, I hope I've got an Einstein vibe, but I think I might have a more mental asylum vibe. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to claim the Einstein thing. Anyways, we're going to have the Marauder and the Spectre banned out then from the side of Crazy. Meanwhile, Quincy Crew, they will get rid of the Doom, as previously mentioned, and now looking for that second ban.
Radiant team pick.
I imagine no one's very scared of the Bounty Hunter after the last performance. They get rid of the Tiny. Okay, not willing to play into Moon Meander Tiny.
We haven't seen Bounty do well at all. Like, the one game I think it did well, it was a stomp. So the Bounty was like irrelevant, actually. But in all the other games, it was like kind of just It was just there.
5 seconds remaining.
And I wanted to say, like, this Doom hero, it's getting 100 gold at level 2 on his Devourer, and as a mid, it makes so much sense because 1, it's hard to kill. 2, he needs so much experience. So if you put him as an offlaner, he's not going to be able to get that XP, right? He's playing into a carry and heroes, and your support needs to help you, so he's leeching some.
10 seconds remaining.
You just doom someone and they're out of the fight.
Yeah.
What can you do?
5 seconds.
Yeah, very hard to play into.
I mean, maybe NA has figured out with this Doom mid here. I mean, also in the CIS, you told me it's very popular, right? But
yeah, reasonably so. Kasani likes to play it a lot.
Luna out.
I can see your dog just kind of looking up at the camera, just like, "Yo, guys, tell my owner to let me out here." But Treant's gonna come out.
Exactly what she was doing.
Treant, the first pick from Crazy here. I mean, this hero always seems pretty good. You know, I'm never sad to see a Treant pick. The one thing the hero does kind of lack is that kind of instant stun initiation, but I mean, he's still got overgrowth. Like he contributes to team fights a bit. He's mostly about like the creep waves, pushing out creep waves, healing towers up. You know, he's a very kind of grand strategy hero.
Yeah, exactly. He's really good at buying time for your carry. Whoever is your hyper carry.
10 seconds remaining.
So just pushing the lanes up, protecting towers. That's
5
two
seconds
most important
remaining.
things. Also, in team fights, he's got lockdown heroes.
Dire team pick.
So nice and KB.
Incarnate.
They're gonna go with the Voice Spirit. That's most likely gonna be Bryle's hero, I believe. I don't think
In the spirit.
they're gonna lean towards putting that in the offlane, and bam,
Boom.
there we have it. Quinn Ember. I mean, they can play it in the offlane, they can play it in the 4, but I think it's gonna be a middle on the Quinn right here. I love this hero on this
10
guy.
seconds
I want him to play
remaining.
something that can really gank the side.
5
Bounty Hunter
seconds
just didn't
remaining.
seem like his thing, you know? He kind of just walked up somewhere, got stunned,
Dire
died,
team back.
and he's like, well, I guess I'll just die now, right? So,
Yeah.
but at least with Ember, he can like remnant out, do some shenanigans, you know, bait out some spells properly. It's a lot better for sure. And Quincy getting the Witch Doctor this game, I'm not entirely sure the reason
10
for it
seconds
here,
remaining.
but they had to figure out like some hero to pick, and they felt like a position 5 Witch
5
Doctor will
seconds
work in almost
remaining.
every draft. Also can secure the safe lane quite well. You got this juicy big Maledict, so even if the opponent throws, kill them. So he's just a stable hero. Unless they pick something else later in the draft that synergizes very well with the Witch Doctor, I just feel like they didn't know what else they were gonna.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think the mentality is like in both these teams? Do you know a couple of these players, right? Like Crazy are probably going to be pretty hyped. You know, do you think they're just kind of riding the momentum, and what's Quincy Crew going to be like?
Well, I mean, I've been teammates with SVG, MSS, Yawar, AUI, and Moon, right? If I think about Crazy,
10 seconds
off
remaining.
that win, they will be a little bit hyped. They'll be talking very fast. I know
5
Moon and I
seconds
know
remaining.
AUI. When they win games, they start talking extremely quickly. Like, you gotta tell them to,
Back.
okay, slow down. I can't understand what you're saying right now. So they're going through like a lot of ideas. They're thinking about what they're gonna do, the opponent's gonna do next, blah 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 blah, and then you know they're trying to get through like 100 different thoughts. Quincy crew, MSS and SVG, they're actually very 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 mellow dudes.
10
like they're
seconds
super
remaining.
calm, chilled out. Even if they lose a game, they'll probably be
5
like, oh,
seconds remaining.
that's the reason why we lost. Like point out at one thing and just move on right away after.
Good
That's how I
vibes.
see
Radiant team banned.
those two guys. Yeah, it's very different people actually. The Moon Meander and AUI compared to MSS and SVG. Yawar is probably like not even saying anything. Guys that couldn't kill Medusa.
Dire team
And
banned.
then
Yeah, I remember. I think it was an interview where they were actually talking about like, you know, trying to get Yawar to be a bit more vocal and trying to get him to talk more in games. He's super duper quiet. It's kind of hard to work with him sometimes. So, but they say he's getting better at that every day. But I feel like MSS and SVG are kind of like the perfect teammates of Quinn, though. You know, like Quinn at the start of his career used to be a pretty, you know, vocal and loud
5
and
seconds
dynamic
remaining.
player, I would call him. But MSS and SVG, you know, the cool, calm
Dire
forces
team picked.
to bring him back down, to ground him a bit, and try and get him to play to his full potential without getting too spicy or anything like that.
I mean that's true, but I had never played with Quinn, so I can't really tell you
10
how he is. But I
seconds
imagine,
remaining.
considering he played with PPD, probably a very, you know, low
5
dude as well.
seconds remaining.
Very focused on the game. What I do know, like, because I chat with him here, especially in early days when he's a very driven player. In the beginning, when he wasn't that
Radiant
good, he's
team
always constantly asking other professionals, oh, what could I do in this lane? What should I have done better? Blah, 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 blah. And then that's how he got to where he is now. I would say he is the number one, like, one-on-one mid player in North America, especially since Sumail has moved to OG and doesn't play mid anymore. If Sumail was
10
here, I would have
seconds
said it would have been
remaining.
Sumail, but Quinn has definitely taken that.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, has indeed. You know, I'm actually looking at the SA boys to come and challenge him now because, you know, I'd like to see Chris Luck, you know, as he gets better and better to come and try and take that crown of the best mid in the Americas region. But we shall see. I mean, it's a great time to let it happen, though, you know, with the all the online leagues and stuff. And again, next year we're going to be, or whenever the next season starts, whenever that may be for next TI, we'll then be on a league system then as well. So going to be a lot of focus on regional play. So,
10
got a
seconds
bunch of bans.
remaining.
We had the Phoenix, Alina, and the Sand King banned out from Crazy. Meanwhile, Quincy crew, they get
5
rid of the
seconds
Necrophos, the Morphling, and the Medusa, and now they'll grab the Puck on Crazy, and Quincy crew will grab the Rubik.
Yeah, the puck pickup right after the Rubik. I'm always skeptical on that. I feel like Rubik, great hero skills, and if you ever get the Dream Code, if you somehow steal the Dream Code on Rubik, it's a complete fight changer. But Crazy do lack some sort of lane strumming abilities, and I think Kezu, after
Radiant
winning the
team
previous
pick.
series with Puck, he probably feels quite confident in playing with it again. So they're gonna have this Void Spirit most likely on the 2, or Puck and Void Spirit are both interchangeable, but it makes more sense if the Void Spirit is on the 2. As the Puck as a ranged core
10
this game going to the
seconds
offlane
remaining.
is gonna have a much easier time. And that
5
might be one of the
seconds
biggest
remaining.
reasons why they decided Puck, because they didn't want to meet offlaner fighting up against.
Yeah, Maledict is just that annoying spell which brings down those big tanky heroes all the time. Legion Commander, though, coming out for Quincy crew here is their off-laner pick. Gives them some hard lockdown for the Puck and the Void Spirit, which is going to be very useful this game. And a bit of a purging as well to be used. You know, if any of those heroes just want to break that coil off, you can then immediately wake them up with the Legion Commander. And of course, get rid of that silence as well. So a lot of that to be done this game.
So we got a Lilith Legion Commander. That's scary. I mean, every time I don't know what their stats are on this hero when Quincy crew plays it, but all these South Americans, when they play Legion, they're like beasts. They're absolute monsters.
The team
You get an Ursa. That is a pretty decent hero against Legion. So they did go for the straight counter pick in this game. But it's not as direct counterpick as you would think, because Legion actually has a lot of movements.
Remaining.
She can always remove that gap closing ability from Ursa. Like when he souls him, you can heal yourself, you can walk away, you buy phase boost. Overwhelming odds also gives you movement speed. So there's still a lot of potential for Legion Commander to play around and
Yeah, for sure. The kiting ability, and they're not the best kiter in the world, but can pull it off if the need arises. Yeah, I think Legion and Ruby is just a really nice lane as well. You know, one of these. I think Legion needs to be enabled. She's not the strongest laner as she can be in the right situations, but oftentimes she finds herself a little bit outmatched. But the Ruby with his Fade Bolt can really just kind of swing the tide in the Legion's favor and allow her just to tank up a few more hits and get off the overwhelming odds and shift that balance into their favor, which is very useful as well.
It's gonna be nice against the puck too. So if somebody gets coiled, you can just heal them. Like you can just make them break the coil and just heal and get out of there. Also the Tread Protector's ultimate.
10 seconds
multiple reasons.
remaining.
LC is gonna.
5 seconds remaining.
What is the carry for Quincy?
Dire
They can go for like a
team
Troll
ban.
Warlord. Because especially TB got banned. Okay, I was gonna say TB. That could have been really nice because I don't think Crazy have enough wave clear, especially in the late game. The heroes they have right now. So this could be a Troll Warlord from. And when Quincy get pushed against the wall, I feel like
10
that's their
seconds
go-to
remaining.
hero. Yawar.
Yeah,
They did that.
5
They did that
seconds
against
remaining.
Beast Coast. When they were down one game, they picked Troll.
Yeah, it worked out
work
well
out,
for
though.
them.
No, it
No,
didn't.
it
They
didn't.
lost.
Oh, right, against a Beast Coast. Sorry.
Yeah.
Radiant
Ended up
team
losing.
pick.
I mean, it's not always the best pick, but when you're like playing it super safe and could be really scary for some. I think Quincy are kind of shook right now. Their draft is not like some strategy that was pre-made. They're just kind of going
10
one by one
seconds
pick.
remaining.
They're just picking what they feel like is the best heroes for their players. Like
5 seconds
SVG,
remaining.
Ember on Quinn, Legion Commander on Nellis. Right? Like
Dire
all these are
team
pretty much signature heroes. Crazy go for the Lich. Oh,
Heroes getting real popular right now, getting a lot of gameplay in today. Just want to point out, by the way, that Legion Commander, I was interested in her stats this tournament. She's been picked up 6 times and has only lost 1 game. More interesting than that, though, she's had a KDA of 11 average out over those
seconds
games, which is very,
That's
very
insane.
high. So, yeah, seeing
Very
a lot
high.
of action this hero.
5 seconds remaining.
it's all the South Americans who play it. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, they've been smashing it with this hero. Feels damn good right now.
Here we go. This is the moment of truth. If they pick Troll, I feel like Quincy is just taking the most safest route possibly can.
Yeah, they want to be comfortable. What else could be good here, though? It's not a horrible morph game.
Choose
Look at
your
the gyro.
Okay, that's a bit more ballsy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, okay, so it's going to be
Ball.
Queen Ember Spirit, and it's going to be Lelis Legion Commander, and Yawar Gyrocopter. I mean, how does this perform into Ursa? Because I feel like with the right control, which they seem to have this game, the Gyrocopter going to be very vulnerable, just getting blown up by Ursa.
Yeah, he is. There's no saves apart from the Legion hero, right? And there's no boost of damage coming out from his allies. Gyrocopter in general, I think he benefits from heroes like Venge, Io, you know, these Beastmaster guys who can play his DPS. Crazy might be okay here in their like. What I mean is like they might be okay
10
in the position that they've been
seconds
put in because Quincy got the last pick and they end up with just a Gyrocopter, which I don't even think is a
5
counter to the
seconds
Ursa. I think this Ursa, if he gets 2 farmed, he's gonna kill everybody. If this Ursa is as farmed as Yawar's Ursa was last game, that's it. That's it.
he's the
I
strongest
don't
hero in the
think how
game.
they can deal with him.
I kind of agree with that, for sure. Let's see how it pans out here, but yeah, I'm not rating the Gyrocopter particularly highly, but you know, it can do some damage. There's some squishy heroes to blow up in the sidelines here. Just gotta make sure that their safety comes in. I think we're not gonna see anything from this Gyrocopter until he has BKB though. I really don't think he does anything until BKB, but at the same time, Quincy, you can bet he's gonna go for the Ags this game. Like, this looks such a good Ags puck game. Like, both the Ember and the Gyro are gonna be miserable if he gets that out of him.
I want to say this, the onus is definitely on Quincy crew. Do something and get ahead and perform better. Because if they just let things go and it's a 50-50 game, Crazy's lineup looks beast late game, especially their team fighting, right? They got the Puck, Trent, Lich ult. This Ursa can just jump the Gyro and nobody can protect him. So on the side of Quincy, I'm expecting big things, especially from MSF. He's got to get some nice steals this game, like Coil, Overgrowth, you know, Lich, Chain Frost or something, maybe even a shield from the Lich, so they can get some tempo going, some protection for his Gyrocopter. That would be pretty sick if he gets the Frost Shield.
Yeah, that's definitely something you can use to try and keep the Gyro alive and help him kite this Ursa and just get on top of him and get the advantage. I think it really is going to be kind of the core versus core matchup, which I do give us the favor to. You know, like, I remember talking to someone, I think, I can't remember who it was, but so we were talking about Ursa, and sorry, we're talking about Gyrocopter, and basically like the idea was if a hero gets on top of Gyrocopter and just kind of sticks on him the entire fight, Gyrocopter doesn't get to play his game. He doesn't get to team fight how he wants to team fight. You know, he doesn't want heroes on top of him. He wants to be the one kiting. He wants to be staying away, and he wants to just be dishing his damage from like a little further away than that. That's why you know, Lycan used to be pretty good against Gyrocopter, but heroes like that which could just kind of get near him and get that physical damage in and take him down. So, and ignore his cooldown as well. So we'll see how this one works out. But they're going aggressive up in the top lane right now onto SVG. Not sure they're finding this kill though. Let's give them a couple of punches. Force them to use some regen.
Bit too early. Oh, actually, hold on. SVG might still be dead. He's dead. What are you doing? Did he not see the Lich there in the start?
I don't know, Steven. He was like, hey, you know what, guys, that was a really good gank. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Here you go. Questionable, to say the least. But there we go. There's your first blood coming out for Crazy. Their gank expertly maneuvered there and gets off. Maybe they did it so that they would spend time killing him and Quinn could sneak around the back and kill the bounty rune.
Yeah.
And they get themselves 3 bounties. Easy life.
They did. That's very helpful. 3 bounties, especially for your Ember Spirit. Yep. I think Brow's not gonna like that because he did not bet.
But just to be clear, it's definitely not a reason to go at first blood, is it?
Oh no, 100%, 100% not worth giving first.
Yeah, don't get any ideas, guys. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna feed so that we can get the 3 bounties. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's have a look how these lanes are going to go down. We're going to start things off at top. We've got Ura and SVG into Moon, Meander, and Kezu. SVG with his premature death. Not going to make a huge difference in lane as Moon.
He's dead.
Again, super low here. Yeah, there's a missile coming out onto his face as well. Kezu tries to come in with the silence, but it's not going to change anything. He's still going to go down.
Last up, SVG redeeming himself.
Yep.
Back.
Yep, he never left, baby. He was just playing some dotes. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we got Lelis and MSS playing up into HFN and Owie.
Fenn's gonna get a Hobo Venom early, so they got that slow against the lead. They're gonna have like triple slows, right? Frost Blast, Shield, Earth Shock, and then 4 slows. It's gonna be quite scary for the Legion Commander.
Yeah, I think so.
MSS pulling the camp here. Gonna try to stop. They're so good at doing this.
Got it, actually.
Using the side camp.
Yeah.
One of their biggest strengths.
HFN actually jumped in with the airshock to try and get the range creep, but MSS still got it with the right click, got the deny. Very nice, very nice.
Well, how's mid lane looking? 8-2. Trials getting complete for you.
SVG up at top. He's going to lose his life here. Going to turn around though with the Maldic. Actually, they haven't finished him off yet. Kezu can't come in for the last hit. SVG gets himself back. Yeah, just baiting it. This top lane is very action-packed right now. And you know, I'd look at this top lane and I would probably say nothing's going to happen here. But these guys are going at it right now. They are fighting.
When Meander is always, he's hungry for battle, man. He's ready for battle all the time.
He's a warrior.
SVG's actually quite. Yeah, he was a nice. Exactly. He was a warrior in a previous.
Some kind of Viking or something. Now he's a Dota player. Meanwhile, Brile in the middle lane actually dropping kind of low to Quinn here, but yeah, this Void matchup is pretty even, I would say. I don't think either of them have a particularly large advantage in this one. I've seen either one take the advantage. It kind of just depends on like power runes and you know, rotations. Sometimes one can get a cheeky solo kill, but usually their shields are enough to keep them alive against one another, as they'll just trade physical and magical damage.
30 seconds from now, we're gonna see MSS going to the top room, and we're gonna see bottom room and AUI also, and this is where all hell is gonna break loose, I think, on the power runes. Like you said, both of these guys have bottles, and they're calling their supports already right now. 3:15 seconds. Oh, they're actually gonna go bottom first.
Yeah, Lilith could be in some trouble here with that frost shield, but the lift up and throwback from MSS will buy him the space he needs to get himself out of the slow range off the shield, and they'll be hunky-dory.
Okay, here we go. Boing. Why? Big.
Top lane though, Meander getting pretty low. He's got a Maldic on him, and it is going to finish him off. SPG grabs himself another kill up in this top lane as they'll bring down the big tree. Yeah, here we go, MSS now. Well, actually, MSS realizes now he's actually ahead of him and decides not to go for it. Or maybe he just didn't care in the first place.
Okay, here's the 50-50. This is so big. If Brawl gets his rune, he can continue on with his... Oh, Quinn got it. It's so huge, and this is so nice for Moon Meander because he died. Yeah. So he gets to refill the bottle, so it doesn't feel that bad anymore. Yeah, because the invis is kind of useless, right? Like in the mid lane, at 4 minutes in.
Yep.
Really nice that he was able to refill the bottle, or else I think Quinn would have, Brawl would have been in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Brow's like, I don't need your stupid power rune anyway. Didn't need your 50-50 valve. Don't you worry. Grab himself the rune. I'm not sure, but I think the tree might have waited to TP in just to see if he got the rune or not.
Yeah.
If he did, that's pretty next level. Meanwhile, SVG's getting his life sapped away by Moon Meander. But the moment he comes into lane, he just starts casting spells at SVG. Let him know the beef's still real. You and me, we got problems.
How'd they? Oh, SVG got a Quelling Blade. He's been whipping.
There's some serious beef between these two. He has gotten pretty close to Moon Meander here. You are going to try and make his way over, but SVG's losing his life pretty quickly. The orb might just be enough to bring him down. Right click comes in and he will find it. But meanwhile, Yawar, he's looking for the bounty runes. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, HFN gets a kill into MSS and chases off Lelis as well.
How hilarious is that? Both of the mid laners also going to the opposite bounty runes to take. Brawl went to the bottom. Quinn went for the top. These guys are both neck and neck right here.
I told you, the beef between these teams is pretty real right now. These guys are definitely heating up against each other. And this is when the interesting games come out. And the tree's actually forced back to base again here, because he didn't bring any regen to lane the last time around.
He's a bit behind on the trumpet. Those two deaths have hurt him quite a bit. I mean, Puck benefited from it, but the tree would have liked to have Tranquil Boots by now. So we're on in the jungle much easier. Yeah. They also don't have any vision top as of right now on that of
Radiant's middle tower
has to back himself away from Brawl in mid. Actually, his things get a little bit spicy. And once again, there's a TP in from the tree. Your bottle refill service is right here. It's like
he's like, where's my refill service? Support? Can you go die, please?
Nah, don't worry. He's a cool hero that can TP back to base.
Cheater.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheater. You can't do that, brother. You can't do that, bro.
Breaking the rules.
How's HFN doing, actually? 33 to 32. Wow, they're super even bottom, too. This LC and chainmail 2. Super hard. So, like I said, this Ursa hero is not really a hard counter to the LC in the lane. Like, people would actually believe. It's even a Lich Ursa, so it's like a super deadly lane, but you know, Quincy, they're very smart in how they need to lane to avoid engagements with Ursa and also just play at a 50-50 level. Oh, Brawl mid. He's getting chased down by Quinn.
He is a little bit. There's TP coming on over from KheZy here. Awie's in the neighborhood as well. Quinn will be in some trouble. The coil comes out, but he misses it. Oh no, he slight of fist dodges the coil. Didn't even know the guy was there. I say it's a dodge. I mean, that was just pure luck. But there we go. Sometimes the dice rolls in your favor, and KheZy will ditch the coil, getting absolutely nothing for it. That is a hella feels bad, man. Meanwhile, they're going to try and go onto Quinn anyway here, but I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, especially with SVG in their neighborhood, trying to secure this kill onto Awie. But Awie actually doing a decent job of fighting up into Quinn here on this on this Lich with the frost armor.
SVG didn't cast Maledict there. I think he didn't expect him to have a big magic stick. But if he actually Maledicted that.
Yeah, a couple of missed opportunities in the middle lane. The game continues to get spicier by the minute. HFN meanwhile farming up in this bottom lane. There's a couple of heroes coming on him right now, but I don't really think there's going to be much of a kill threat. That said, he doesn't really have a support nearby. SVG's been down here for a very long time, by the way. Like, he came over towards mid, came back towards bottom, like, really wants to try and find a kill.
I think it's okay to do making the earth.
There is balance in this.
Get out of this lane. Because obviously Ursa would like to farm. Oh, what the heck?
Jesus, HFN, what are you doing, man? Those creeps are not worth your life. He has got the enrage, though, to try and back himself away. Let's see what they can make happen here. Are we turning up to try and slow them down, push them back, and give HFN the space he needs to get out? And now, actually, they're going to jump in with Bryle here in the backline for the Void Spirit, but HFN dropping so low. In the middle of all of this, he will lose his life. Another crazy jump in from him. Meanwhile, the duel comes out onto the Void Spirit as Ember Spirit tries to deal with the front lines here and can jump back over and finish off Bryle. Both, of course, brought down the carry in the mid, dead for the count here. A huge mistake from Crazy in this engagement. I'm not really sure what they were trying to make happen here, but either way, it was not a success.
That was so good for Quinn there, because they went on the Ursa as soon as he jumped in. He wasted his ultimate, and Quinn obviously making the classic rotation, I want to say, by Quinn to the side lane whenever a fight breaks out. Being there on time. That was a 4 versus 4, right? The Trend Protector was the one not there, and Gyrocopter for Dire, and they come out with 2 kills, especially on the Ursa.
Radiant's middle
Yep,
tower
critical
is under
kills.
attack.
Critical kills indeed. Oh no, this time Quinn is in some trouble. The silence is out, but KheZu can't finish the job. Just about had the orb of cooldown, but I don't think it would have been enough to bring down Quinn. Either way, I mean, I don't think the orb would have come out in time. He was literally just had it. SVG, meanwhile, could be in some trouble here. Quill going to come out from KheZu. He tries to finish the job onto the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor gains the attention of Roshan, but Ursa wisely takes the aggro to make sure he can get that kill onto SVG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very.
I think Gyrocopter has no plans of actually taking any engagements. He's just full focus on his farm, but I feel his strength is gonna start diminishing soon if he doesn't take fights with his call down. So maybe a rotation towards the bottom lane. The list over here could net them an easy tower and maybe even a kill. Because I don't think this Ursa wants to fight. He just wants to farm ancients all day long.
Pretty much, yeah. He's got his AirPods in. He's just listening to his favorite tunes, hitting his favorite creeps, and getting his favorite item. And there's a Battle Fury.
They're playing a bit slower than I would have expected on the side of Yawar is going to try and defend this catapult first. Tower bottom could have already been dead had he been here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Lumiana just being annoying here, throwing down those Nature's Grasp, for Quinn's actually coming in pretty deep. There's 3 heroes in the trees here. Silence is going to come down. He's got the coin as well, KheZu, if he wants to throw it down. And he certainly will. They might be able to bring down Zen Spirit right now. Yeah, they certainly will. The damage comes through and they'll drop that one. Now they'll go towards MSS as well. Lumiana able to hone in on him in the trees. He's a cooldown comes in from Yuan. Look at the turn this one around MSS. He is actually surviving for the time being, and the duel comes out. They bring down Bryle, but MSS will be going down as return. Lumiana and Aoi also both eating the dirt. Holy moly, Quincy crew turn up and clean up the bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So much damage out there. I think chasing the Rubik might have been a bit of a risky play from Crazy, especially with
Radiant's
the Gyrocopter off the map.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom
That was
tower
intense.
is falling.
You were just turning up with that early damage. I mean, this is the power of the Gyrocopter as well. You can turn up these early fights and have a huge game impact, which is exactly what we saw right now. And that's going to be his first duel on Lois as well, so getting
so much gold.
Meanwhile, Ursa's actually getting ultied here by SVG, but I don't think it's enough to bring him down. Just tickling him, you know, just letting him know he's there.
Quinn won't commit to. He feels like that's a Jabate on the Enrage.
Yep. He's a smart guy, HFN. Cool, calm, and considered. Right, but how's our net worth looking like? The Gyrocopter's on top by about 300 gold, HFN next, but once he gets that Battle Fury, will be steaming up, but he's taking a rather long time to get there. Maybe I'm being critical, it's only 12 minutes into the game, it just feels like Lennox and the fighting that's going on right now. And talking of which, there's a one breaking out in the middle lane right now as Bryle throws a couple of spells the way of Quincy crew. Quincy crew there, they're going to hold the line, not give it. They are looking for this tier 2, tier 1 tower at mid, that's for sure.
Yeah, this very classic rotation. Take bottom tower, go towards the middle through this angle so that you can take away this farming area from Crazy. There's a smoke coming up from Quincy now. They actually want to pick off the Ursa top, who feels like this is probably the most comfortable place to farm because QC are here.
Yeah, he needs to be quick though. HFN, he's not going to spend long realizing that something's wrong. And if he finishes up his camp, oh no.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no. He's got no idea. The hungry bear wants the creeps. He hasn't realized that they are not interested. We want a bottom lane. They're going onto the gyrocopter here. The counter rotation comes out from Crazy and they drop that gyro. Now let's see, can they get the same success on top? You betcha. Down goes the Ursa. So both cores get dropped. Well, I mean, I guess that's pretty even after all.
I think that's better for Crazy. Copter was starting to get out of hand. They also kicked out Quincy from their jungle, so they were able to get the D ward. Quincy are gonna have a harder time game back in their bot.
Okay, meanwhile, Quinn getting rustled a little bit here as that chain thrust. Oh, he fails to dodge it with the sleight of fist and just gets murdered by Owie with the perfect bounces. Jesus, someone's been making their daily prayers towards RNGesus this morning. Meanwhile, Ryle gonna dodge out the holy missile, get himself back. Meanwhile, Kazu comes in just in time to tank up a cooldown. It's all good though in the middle lane right now. But they might be taking this tower, yeah. Okay, maybe it's not all good. They don't want to. I mean, they've got the overgrowth, maybe they can pull it off, but no, the duel comes in, he gets stopped in getting it off, and now the tower shall fall inevitably. But Bra coming in for some revenge here, looking for SPG, does get that one, homing himself, gonna get dodged, and now it comes Kazu, nice coil coming out from him, random kill onto Noir, and now looking forward towards Lelis as well. HFN jumping in deep into this fight, trying to find Lelis, won't be able to do so. Now he's in some trouble, unfortunately. He has got his ultimate, but gets silenced up by MSS's stolen Waning Rift to bring down that Ursa. Again, HFN just being a little bit overzealous in these fights, throwing his life in and getting himself killed off, and this is still all pre-Battle Fury, which is a big problem.
Yeah, Quincy also lost their carry, but they got the mid tower, so they're very, very happy about that. They got 3 cores, the top net worth now, on the side of Quincy. There's a blink up on the puck here. I mean, that fight started with the Champ Protector dying before he cast it over, right?
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. Bra was doing a lot of cool stuff in that clash, dishing out so much damage. Just wasn't enough because he died. It's getting silenced up. Look at the Rubik's spell, by the way. He's got the Waning Rift with the Arcane. That thing lasts a very, very long time.
Yeah, as HFN found out in the last fight, as he was unable to pop the Enrage due to MSS's silence. Very annoying.
Middle tower is under attack.
See the word. Bottom. Or Crazy sees
Ryle, nice dodge there. It's managed to get himself back. Meanwhile, Kazu throws down the quill just onto the Legion Commander to stop her getting off that duel to try and back themselves down. Kazu will get caught, however, by the cast from SVG. Now Chains comes down from Quinn here. He can dodge out a bit of damage. Frost shield out onto the puck as well, but unfortunately he's got a Maledict on him, so he might be popping all the same. Homing missile's going to come and chase him down as well, but they actually manages to dodge that one. Kazu might be alright after all. Meanwhile, the duel comes down the backline. Then the job. He's going to get himself out. You know, the road comes down, but it's not enough to save HFN, who gets killed off by Lelis. And again, the Ursa just keeps on dying here. I mean, Crazy could be in a good position if they could keep their Ursa alive, but he just keeps on getting dropped.
Yeah, he might want to just completely avoid the opponents. I think he's thinking too much that he can have a lot of impact in the fights with his Enrage and Urshock. But the only way you really want to have impact with the Ursa right now is if you TP into a fight and after it's completely developed.
Yeah.
He's got to stop running into these clashes where he can just focus on trying to push that or something. Here, when he sees all the heroes going mid, he could have just TP bottom and started
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and I don't want to be overly critical about HFN, but I do feel like he's kind of running into the fights at weird times as well. You know, it's not like he's doing it with his team, but it's never with his team actually. It feels like it's the opposite. But hopefully, that is just some teething issues here as we get started into this game. I mean, we're 17 minutes in now, so hopefully he can start putting it together recently. He's got the Let's see, Power Treads and Battle Fury finished off, so he's going to be farming up a Storm
Radiant's
now.
top
They can just
tower
protect
is
him,
under
get him
attack.
some money, get him some Sturge Resistance online. He's going to be feeling much more comfortable in this game. He's kind of playing like he's got his Sturge Resistance
AOI.
items already, right?
Yeah, check out AUI, what he done. He put all these fish on mid lane.
Looking at mid right now, so we've got a little bit of a fight breaking out. Quinn getting kind of low here, but now they've jumped the... Oh my god, Pug just absolutely eviscerated. And
That's the Rubik coil, man.
yeah,
That's the Rubik coil right there.
very good spell this game. Meanwhile, Moon Meander trying to jump around Lelis, but Lelis just staying on top and has the duel as well. Gonna pop it and make sure he can get the damage up on Moon Meander, and Moon Meander shall fall. Aoi also down the backlines as well. So what was Aoi doing before this fight broke out? Please do tell us, Steven.
I was saying that he actually rotated into this jungle, planted 3 wards here,
It's under attack.
so that the Ursa has a safe home to farm in the opponent's Ancients area. So they actually stacked the camps and started farming, so that's why he's actually keeping up with the net worth. Because he knows Quincy wants to take over this Ancients and keep on pressuring around the Roshan. So if they get any kills, they can walk into the pit, right? So the Ursa is just chilling up here. Look at him, he's just chilling for the 19-minute camps to spawn. He doesn't want to show himself on any creep waves, or he has
Radiant's
to
middle tower is under
leave.
attack.
Not quite.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's like, you know, okay, HFN, you know, you've been getting involved in one too many fights. I'm going to drop you off over here. You stay over here for a while. Come back to us when you've got, like, some good items.
Just rewards.
Great plan. Yeah, you're in trouble right now. He's getting his sword stirred at this point. Meanwhile, the duel comes out. That's all going to do a whole lot, though. Bra can now back himself away. It's been like being popped, but unfortunately just does it on the spot. But maybe he's going to be okay afterward, because he also backed himself out. They're scared of the Legion. And in comes Quinn from the back, and this is going to be Aoi dropped. Meanwhile, Bra just trying to stay quiet in the tree line here, but they are searching. And they may well just find him, although he does have the Astral Step to get himself away if required. Moon Meander also doing some scouting for him as well, making sure he's nice and safe. And Quincy's here as well. They're having a little party in the trees behind the enemy lines if
Radiant's bottom
that's
tower
Quincy.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Not a bad trade, though.
Are scanning.
Even if they did lose the puck there.
Not at all.
Yawar dying is a big deal, considering Quincy have been trying to lock down Crazy. Preston. Oh, Ursa here. We're gonna farm a stack of
Dire's
Ancients.
middle tower
Yeah,
You're
is
gonna be able to
under
get out
attack.
for it.
Yeah, I really like it when players do that, when they break down that tree and just kind of pull the creeps past behind the ancient camp.
Yeah, it's
Really hard to kill them when they do that.
This will do nicely.
Kids is actually trying to cut as many creep waves as they can. They know they just need to drag this game out, get this Ursa to his items. He's got a Yasha. He's going for a BKB next. He's also put a Dang on, by the way, in his pick. This guy is just a meme.
Okay.
He's just a memer. I mean, we see him do this all the time. He puts like 2 Aghanim's or 2 Rapiers.
Yep. Having some fun with it as he jumps Quinn right now. Quinn, though, keeping his cool, you know, he's got fire ribbons available, knows he's not in any immediate danger from the Ursa. Meanwhile, Lelis, he's in pretty deep right now, and he's going to go for the duel onto Moon Meander. They should be able to take him down with the help of Death Ward. The inside line, here we are. He's just looking to take down the creep waves, actually, and get some pushing down onto this tower. Meanwhile, Rubik, oh no, he actually jumps forward with the Astral Step. Raw trying to get himself away, MSS jumps forward again here. He has to dodge the extra damage, really good to simulate, but does do so successfully. Meanwhile, the Chain Frost bouncing around, doing a decent amount of work here. They're diving in super deep for these kills here and not really finding them on the side of Quincy crew. All
HFN keeps running back and forth, dude. He's like, he was thinking about going top to split push, and he saw someone in the base, and he's like going back top, then he runs back bottom. This man is confused. That is anymore.
yeah.
Quincy crew, they're very aggressive right now. They want to make as many plays as they can. They got this Aghanims on the Gyro, big item. They got the Death Yules on the Ember Spirit. They want to keep building up on these dual damage as well onto Legion Commander. So finding that Trend Protector before they overgrowth cool down is a really big play. And then Crazy after that. They can't really fight. They honestly cannot fight. They need a BKB on this Ursa before they can do anything. Even if he thinks he can fight, he should not. Because the moment his enrage goes out, he's 100% dead. And if he's dead, Crazy are not winning this game.
No, I agree. I think this has made mistakes by coming to some fights here. He started to tighten up his gameplay a little bit though, and he's putting himself in a position where he can win the game for his team, but he needs to keep on playing this way. Keep the discipline up, and Crazy needs to keep on... I mean, this last fight, I'd actually say, is pretty good for Crazy. They only lose their tree, and Quincy crew don't really get that much for it. Hopefully the Ursa can keep farming after this and can reach his BKB at a reasonable timing. But yeah, it's definitely still the game completely in Quincy crew's hands, and I'm a little bit scared for Crazy right now. I mean, the thing is, Yawar's got so much money. Like, I'm surprised because he's been moving around with his team a lot, but he's also been finding a lot of farm as well. How's he been doing this?
I mean, he's farmed a lot of stacks, and everywhere they actually invade an area, they're just giving all the farm to him. So he's able to get this. I mean, when you're ahead, it's easy to get farm, sort of say, because Crazy can't really constantly smoke out or zone some areas and try to get kills on this guy or push him out. Yawar hasn't been pushed out from any place actually. The only time he died awkwardly was here on the multiplay bot. They were going for the Ursa.
Meanwhile, SVG and Lelis farming up here. Maybe it's time for Crazy to go for a play, but as I mentioned before, we really don't want to see the Ursa being involved in this. I really just want to see him getting this this BKB up as soon as possible.
I'm kind of scared for Crazy's team fight. Last time Puck gave away coil. If the Rubik gets another coil like that, I don't think there's any chance Crazy can win a fight. That's actually very, very important that he never gives away coil. I hope that's what's on Kez's mind. Split pushing, killing creep waves, and not giving away coil. Oh! Yeah, I thought if he orbed in there, my goodness, he was 100% dead. Oh, okay, never mind, he's dead and he's 100% dead. Vision, and he pings that. I was like, yo, there's a ward here. Let's go bottom, guys.
Classic.
There's two people top.
The classic. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ward's probably going to be dead by the time they get around to dewarding it as well, so that's going to be a shame. Meanwhile, they'll take back control of the bottom side of their map for once.
I feel Moon Meander needs to play alone a lot more and try to just get waves out, because that will give so much more space for this Ursa than him just sticking with his key. The Blink Dagger is nice and all, but they don't have the fighting capabilities.
Radiant's middle tower is
for
under
this Blink
attack.
Dagger.
Oh wow, that's
Meteor Hammer is a bit
on Yasha before he went for the BKB.
Oh no, not like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree either.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very, very bad.
To be honest, I don't actually like that. Oh, he's gonna jump forward onto Lelis here, looking for a target. He has got the enrage to use and pop out whenever he needs to, and will now throw it down. But he's gonna get yield stuff for pretty much the entire duration of his enrage, and now he's in some serious trouble. He's maledicted up, being chased down by the Gyro. Gyro just running up onto the high ground, hitting whoever the hell he wants to as MSS jumps forward with a lift back onto the Ursa, silencing him up as well. Now the Coconut comes flying on forwards. Can they close the gap? Doesn't look like they can actually. He will make it out of this one, but Yawar, he's on the warpath. He's looking for a hero to kill right now, and he, oh no, they stunned up the Ursa again. How? Oh, the chains from Quinn. He jumps forwards and finds the big one, and now they look towards Brawl as well. Brawl is silenced up again by this ridiculously long wailing grip. He does make his way out of this one. It will just be the Ursa going down, but that is all they needed.
Gyro with an Aegis. Uh-oh. They couldn't even kill him the first time. I'm not sure how they're gonna kill him 2 times now. The only reason why the Legion died there was because he was tanking up the Roshan, right? And he was already at, what, 40% HP when they went in on him? Next fight, it's not gonna look the same whatsoever. It's got a halberd too. I think the big item right now for Crazy is gonna be the Aghanims. Got that on 700 gold on the Void Spirit.
Yep.
That could be a game changer because you have a chance to kill the Rubik and the Wish Doctor now. We just zip in, silence.
Robbie might jump to the backline, but gets pulled out, lifted up by MSS, but Kezzy's going to come in with a fairly big coil, but Yawar's got the BKB just to pop it and continue going. So I'll pop the Overgrowth to cat themselves away and try and ignore this BKB from Yawar. He's actually getting pretty low here in HFN. He's tempted, but
Rubik's got OG, man.
Oh god, that's scary. Overgrowth available on Rubik. And he's going to be in some trouble here actually. Remnant is very, very slow. He's got the wheels out onto himself, trapped by himself in time, but Remnant comes down, he can bring down quick. We are fighting over the front lines right now, but in comes the enrage from the Ursa, helping him out, and stacks himself away. Meanwhile, Chain Frost is going to pick off Yawar. Beautifully done now by Owie. And they're going to look for the second kill, or are they? They're a little bit scared. They're a little bit hesitant. They know Lelis is right behind him, and MSS behind him, and SVG behind him, but Brow's going to still try and commit to this one. Mia behind the is coming down onto the Ryle, he's going to get beaten up and lifted up. Wolf comes down onto him. And a nice remnant might find the safety to get himself out, but he has been thrown back, and now the duel comes out, and now he has absolutely no chance of escaping this one. He will be consumed by Yawar as he gets himself a double kill. This high ground, it belongs to Quincy Crew as they take down Aoi 2000 as well. And with this high ground, they will start to push in onto the tier 2 in the middle lane.
That must have been the best case scenario for Crazy, because they had the ward here again. It's like game 1. They were controlling that area. They made sure Quincy couldn't go in and be warded. They killed whoever was showing on the vision. But then after the Aegis, I think they just had to kind of surrender that. Nice buyback from Quinn to just secure that area once again. Also, the Ursa kind of ran in and died. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is like HFN. He just doesn't like playing this hero, or he just overestimating his abilities, but he is hella weak. And he can't fight without this BKB. He also got a belt, by the way, so I'm imagining he's going for a basher instead of a BKB.
Yeah, I mean, the build I wanted him to go for all along this game was honestly just like Basher BKB, after the Battle Fury, of course. Battle Fury Basher BKB, or Battle Fury BKB Basher. Just maybe throwing the Yasha after the Battle Fury just for like movement speed and stuff. But I really don't see the... Oh god, they've seen him again. He's farming in the same damn place, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. As once again, they just use his yield to control him through the enrage. And, well, LaTam maybe is in some trouble here. Penny's going to throw down the coil, trying to drop the damage, but the Ursa is the one who's going to drop after all. HFN dies again, and now they'll take down Howie. You know, Death Ward coming out, and Brile is dead as well. Just a complete smackdown from Quincy Crew. Dominating Crazy again and again and again. They are strapping on the leathers and going to town.
I hate to say it, but with the mentality of this Ursa, I'm not sure how they're gonna come back into this. I just think he's tilted. He's 1-7, and he's just putting himself in a position where he can constantly die. It's not, he doesn't have like a good read on the game.
I can kind of agree with that one, but Quincy Crew are not making it easy for him. You know, just constantly revisiting the areas where he can farm, constantly trying to tighten that grip, just putting the pressure on and trying to force him into this mental state. But yeah, at the same time, also pull it together, HFN. Come on, man. I mean, we know this guy can play so much better than this as well.
Tyson? Almost. He's got an
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What big items are coming up? Legion almost has a B. Chocolate Glimmer. Blink Dagger now up on the Rubik. I mean, MSS has been playing like a boss.
He has, yeah. I mean, when he's holding that Wailing Rift, his game impact has been so dominant. And, well, they'll look towards Legion here. They've taken down Howie, but maybe a revenge kill can come out from Crazy. HFN once again in his favorite spot in the map, but in comes that Coconut. In comes Malik as well. He'll turn around with the enrage, trying to look for a target. Quinn doesn't have the heals up for once to stop him here. HFN still on their own. Meanwhile, Mumian has been taken down in the back lines. Brile getting himself back up onto that high ground with the Astral Step.
Yeah, they're gonna keep on running back in here non-stop. There was a ward here also from Quincy earlier that allowed them to keep rotating. Look at AUI, what he drew on the map. He's like, guys, just please keep pushing the side lanes like this. We cannot keep running into our Ancients area. They got it warded. Jeez. I think he might be a little bit upset because push happening from team, and they just keep constantly trying to fight their way back into this game, and that is not possible.
No,
it's like every time you're dying without or slowing down this BKB, Quincy Crew is getting to a point in the game where even if you do have BKB, it won't matter anymore. They will still burst you, right? If you had this BKB like, let's say 6 minutes ago, it's a whole nother story. But now it's getting to the point where it might not even matter.
Oh, here we go. Smoke on smoke. They're going to see the HFN turning around, trying to look for a target right now. The duel comes down onto Owie. Not doing that much. May want to call the backline if you are. He's in a bit of trouble here, but going to pop the BKB and get himself away. Meanwhile, Brile does get dropped. So coming in, trying to look for a target, but unfortunately with no enrage in the middle of a team fight, he's going to get dropped like a stone as well. Yawar gets himself the triple kill. Once again, the Gyro reigns supreme. Seems like there's nothing they can do about it anymore.
Yeah, you know what they did? They were here. They were pretending like they're gonna control the top area. Then they smoked down here, preemptively predicting that Crazy are gonna smoke to that outpost and try to take it by 30 minutes. And they were right. Crazy were trying to do that to try to stay in the game. And bam, there you have the 5-on-5 fight Quincy predicted was gonna happen. And smoke call. Quincy created.
Oh boy, and Kezu, he just wants some creeps, he just wants a bit of farm, but he's gonna get dueled up, he's gonna get brought down. 170 duel damage on Lotus right now. This man is a machine, and he is dominating the game right now.
That's insane. I mean, again, another carry now on the map. With this Legion Commander. He has a BKB too. Unkillable at this point.
Hitting for
this Legion Commander every game.
Yeah, he's smashing. He's
owning.
absolutely smashing. This is my new favorite offlaner.
Under attack.
Yeah, telescope now too for the gyrocopter. Sweet.
Shove that on the Witch Doctor. Be a nice little gyro battery.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Is there a point where staying in the game becomes bad for your, like, you know, emotional game coming into game 3? Maybe you just want to click the reset button.
Yeah, I think so. I think this Ursa has been emotionally checked out for a while already. Maybe it is time. They've been losing fight after fight and get out on the map. I think they got one more fight left. Okay, one more time, guys. One more flash. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
And leave it. That doesn't go well. You know, this is Dota 2. Anything is possible.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'd love to look like an idiot at the end of this game and be like, hey, you know what? HFN, he's just playing the long game the whole time. I like being wrong. SVG has been on the ball as well this game. Like, it's his coconuts just constantly peppering the Ursa, making sure he's got the Maledict applied to him, making sure the key target's getting burst down, and finding good use of the death damage as well. It's been very nice. The Ember Spirit now with Shiva's Guard as well. I mean, this is an item which Ursa just hates playing into. It slows him down, it controls him up, it makes him harder to stick on a hero. And more armor as well for the Ember Spirit. Comes very difficult.
Also has a craggy cult, so he's making sure he's unkillable as well.
I'm jacked, bro. Chad War coming through.
Super good. But it must be a very bad feeling. Look at the puck. I mean, he's trying to do something. Maybe just a move.
Something is feeling more dual damage to the Legion Commander than he is doing very, very well at that.
200.
No, but just trying to push lanes. I mean, it needs to be done. Unfortunately, when you get caught out, you can look a bit silly. But Kezu, he's got to do it.
He's hitting for 400 damage a hit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Now let's rock up onto this high ground here. The Frost Armor doing its best. I mean, they've got Frost Armor repair kit.
They got the repair
armor.
kit.
The dream.
Giving them hope. The repair kit and the Trent heals.
Oh god, HFN actually forced to pop the enrage just due to the searing chains of Quinn. Just didn't want the follow-up, didn't want the blink duel on him right there. That would have could have possibly been the end if that were the case, but luckily it's still on cooldown.
Trent Protector does it. Trying to see like what they could use to do more damage. Veil is okay. Lich. A little bit more damage for the Puck and the Void Spirit. They do have double Agonies. I think there's some chance where they can just jump the Rubik and the Wish Doctor and kill them all. Or Crazy. It's got to the point where the supports on Quincy crew are not as tanky as Crazy can deal enough damage just to remove. Not sure if they will have enough gas to deal with Legion, Ember, and Jaro after.
Yeah. They need a lot more tank. Oh, maybe they look towards you are here. Everybody coming on down on the Jaro. They got the BKB. Do they have the damage? The Earth is getting through the right now, but he's actually doing it decent amount. Can he finish the job though? He'll bring down the Legion Commander. You are going to be targeted off now. HFN trying to chase him as best he can. Can they get to the high ground though? When it comes down, will not catch Yuar, and Yuar has gotten away. Tragic. Now maybe they can look towards the end of Spirit. Maybe they can look towards something, but HFN can't actually find a target right now. You are coming back into this one with now no Enrage or BKB available. They're going to be able to kill him off regardless. And MSS zap him down. Owie as well. Brawl coming in. Really wants to just try and find Yuar here. I mean, it's so tragic and they can't kill it, but I just don't think it's happening. In they go, trying to chop him up. Brawl trying to fight into the Brawl. Oh, they can't do it. They need to back out. They're out of gas. They're out of spells. They don't have anything to throw. And MSS will blink him forward, kill him off. It's an absolute baller of a fight right now, MSS, as he looks towards Care2, and it might just be the ultra kill for him, unless Yuar comes over and claims it.
Did.
Radiant's
He
middle
did.
tower is under attack.
What a guy.
And he jumped Yawar. That was actually really nice play from Crazy. The Legion Commander dueling up the Ursa. This Ursa has 30 dual victory damage.
We're back, baby. I mean, the Battle Fury almost killed off the Gyrocopter whilst that duel went on. Like, it was close. It was hella close.
Yeah, it was. It was very, very close. But now the Gyro has Satanic. I don't think it's ever going to be close again. So they got that nice fight right before the Satanic was online for QC, but just lacking a little bit of damage on the side of Crazy.
But they have it now. With the 30 extra damage on the Ursa.
Yeah, I won't lie. Like, that looked like a very impressive fight though from Crazy. They took their chances in this game. If they could have got rid of that Gyro, I think Crazy could have had a very good chance to come back into this. And the Ursa does have a BKB now.
Yeah, he had it in the last fight. Yeah.
Right.
Huge turning point.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't really notice.
Yeah, I mean, he got dueled up for the whole duration of it anyway, but yeah, he bought the Belt of Strength just to bait us and then went in for the BKB anyway. I mean, but yeah, if he had a basher,
that, 34
like,
minutes?
If you had
that 34-minute BKB this game or something?
Yeah,
very
something
late.
like that. Pretty late on. But if you had the basher or something, like for that fight, you know, which he would have had if he hadn't died so much earlier on in the game, then that would have been totally different, you know? The Gyrocopter probably would have died, the Legion would have died. Like, there's definitely well, the Legion did die, but, you know, there was a possibility of that fight going way, way better. But unfortunately, you know, that's just the... oh, wow, they're actually finding tier 3 items on the side of Crazy. That's how long it's been since they've managed to get to the jungle. The 37
items are still out.
Yeah, the 37-minute tier 3 items and tier 4 items dropping together.
Let us skirmish.
So now Quincy are just gonna control again this area, wait for the creep wave, and just gonna walk into high ground. He bottled up on the Gyrocopter. He's got Aegis, Satanic, and I think at this point they don't care about anything anymore. They can just walk on in and just make make Crazy come out and stop the Gyrocopter from taking. The only thing that's gonna stop them from pushing though is there's 2 charges of repair kit left on AUI here. And they got Frost Shield.
They got Frost Shield, they got Living Armor, they got 2 charges of repair kit. This tower's not falling anytime soon. No, I'm just kidding. They can probably still break through it, but...
I think what they do is they bait out on this tier 3 and then they wrap around and go to the second tier 3.
Ooh. But they got 2 charges, dude. They can't.
It's a 60-second cooldown. Cannot use it.
Oh yeah, true.
One after the other. So that's the best play. I'm pretty sure someone on QC has already figured that one out.
That is what you sound like.
Is that why they're paused? Need to explain the strategy.
I don't think they need to explain. It's pretty simple, I guess. Common.
Get out the whiteboard for that one, you know.
Radiant's top tower.
Here we go. Lich, you gotta TP back. We need your repair kit.
He hasn't even popped the double damage for this yet, you know.
There we go, repair kit.
Yep, here we go.
And then
down to the bottom. Oh, so smart. So goddamn smart. Look at these 5-head players. You're asking if sticking around for this creep wave as well, you know? Why not?
Yeah.
Bloody side gunners attacking the side building instead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice dodge from Puck there as MSS spots him out with his own orb. And they're going to go and take his place. Iowado, he is a happy lamb on the high ground right now with that Aegis. Meanwhile, they'll jump in the backlines here with HFN, trying to find a target. Up in the BKB, even to try and bring somebody down. Who can they find? SPG's going to be the target. They'll really get here, but they send them taking a ton of damage. But popping that trade. Try to find somebody to bring down here in the chain cross. Rip them through a decent amount as well. But the cheese out from Quinn's going to keep him safe. Meanwhile, Howie and Moonliander have gone down, but a buyback comes out from Moonliander to bring it back into this one. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter being used up here for Gryle. And then tries to get the control off, but it's just not happening. They've only taken down one. If they buy back on Owl, it might be a 5-on-5 fight, a 5-on-4 fight, sorry. But unfortunately, Ursa is controlled up in the middle. He's going to get pulled up as well. The real buyback, he doesn't. The Ursa is out for the count. Their damage is gone. Their main hero is out of the game, and the GG well played will be dropped at last. And in 39 minutes, Quincy Crew will strike back and take game number 2. An entertaining series coming out between these two teams. They battle it backwards and forwards. I mean, both games have been pretty convincing for one team or the other.
Darkseer Bando, they respect Kezu Dark tier here.
Darkseer, wow.
I haven't seen that hero in a while, man.
Yeah, I think he's one of the least picked heroes in the Immortal bracket right now. Down in the dumps.
10 seconds remaining.
Down in the dumpster. Still funny. Yeah, I mean, I feel like both teams just gonna... I don't know, like Quinn makes a point of not playing Queen of Pain, right?
Radiant team back.
Seems crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's offlane Quap, but then no, you've got Lelis Quap. There's no way. Maybe it's mid lane Rubik. Or they do play mid Mirana, don't they?
Ten seconds remaining.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. What is available?
5 seconds remaining.
Troll Warlord is still also.
Yep, the old favorite for Quincy crew as well. Very much a hero they like falling back on. With that Gyro gone, it seems like the obvious choice for Quincy crew. Crazy though, in with their final pick now. What is it going to be? I think they probably want Kezu on the puck again. Tiny 4, Ogre in the 5.
Dragon Knight?
Yeah.
Dragon Knight here? Against the Quap?
Seems like it could be a good option.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They have good team fight on the side of Crazy as well. Like, I actually think they've got better team fight than Quincy crew in this game, just from the spend of the puck. Brewmaster comes out as the final pick. Okay, so it's going to be Kezu and the Brew, and then the puck or the Tiny at mid, depending on what Quincy crew pick up here. I think they probably know their mid lane already. I reckon it's going to be... I want to say it's Mirana. I want to say it's Quinn Mirana.
10 seconds
I just don't see him playing the Queen of Pain in this situation. It feels like a really wild thing to do. The hero's just been nerfed.
Remaining.
They didn't like it when it was strong. Why would you play it now?
You may now select your
Ice Theater. Okay, this is what my mind was like locked into. I was trying to figure out what in the world is Yawar gonna play, and he goes with the Ice Theater. Dude, they must think this hero is actually really legit against the Sven. It's pretty good against Brew though, because you obviously have Rage. You're not gonna get Tornado up, so a lot lying on this Ice Theater. Like, gotta have a good game. It's gotta get snowballing.
Yep. Oh man, I'm worried for Crazy this game actually. Both teams have really been very interesting drafts in. Not what I expected at all from these final lane drafts. But this Brewmaster into Legion, I mean, they've just got so many things just to stop him getting split off. You know, if he gets arrowed, if he gets dueled, if he gets silenced by the Queen of Pain, he's not going to get off the split. And we know what happens to Brewmasters when they don't get off split. Well, nothing happens to him. They don't do anything, and that's a big problem. So I'm hoping that Brewmaster is, there's a good idea behind this, but I'm also worried about it as well. But also excited to see Meander on Tiny again. You know, that sounds pretty strong. Brile Puck, always a treat as well. And HPen going to be playing this Bloodlusted Sven, which is going to be quite a threat on the map. You know, Quincy crew with the Yawar lifestealing, and that's kind of the idea to counter the Sven, a strength hero into a strength devouring hero. Makes a lot of sense. And this Legion command has been very strong, especially what's in the hands of an SA player like Lelis. MSS gave us an absolute blast on his Rubik last game, so excited to see him back on that again. But the Queen of Pain, just huge question mark above my head about that one. I'm wondering where he's going to go with it, but you know, Quincy crew on their signature Mirana, how can you bet against it?
Puck. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be a skill matchup. Puck versus Brawl has an opportunity to completely destroy this Pop, and if he does, and he starts snowballing, that's gonna be enough to protect the Sven's jungle. Stop Quincy crew from being able to invade it. Quincy crew, this game, their plan is to try and win out at least 2.5 lanes here, and then try to stop the Sven. Right, that's why they picked this Ice Theater. Because he's great against Brew. He's great against Tiny.
Skirmish.
Gonna have a perfectly fine lane on his LS.
Yeah.
So they need that opportunity to be able to shut down the triangle of Crazy here. But if this Puck somehow destroys his mid lane, Queen of Pain, I'm not entirely sure if Quincy crew is gonna be able to invade the triangle anymore.
Alrighty, let's get into it. The final match of the day. It's going to be Crazy versus Quincy crew, game number 3 out of 3. Which way is it gonna fall? How would you weight these drafts, Theban? Give me a percentage.
你上。
Somebody gonna bet off whatever percentage I give for this or what?
I
don't
don't care. That's their prerogative.
I don't want
just
to
want to know
enable
what you
anyone
think,
else.
man.
I'm just gonna say if I'm playing Dota 2 and
That is what you sound like.
I want to play like I would go with Quincy draft because I love to play from ahead, and with high pressure situation I don't like the whole just giving everything to one guy and farming him up. But Bryle, if he shines this game, there's no stopping Craze. This Sven, he can definitely destroy people. We've seen it already.
I think I'm gonna have to say I think I'm going all in on Quincy Crew this game, and I really do think they've got the advantage. I think
like I said, this is all Bryle. It's all on Bryle. Like I fully expect Bryle to destroy top mid. It's so hard for Queen of Pain to actually beat a puck. So
why has he got both the wards and is heading up top right now?
he was supposed to use Orb to go up there, and the 4 of them are going bottom. They want to see where the lanes of QC are. Maybe they're trying to pair the Sven against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, they see you are here. Kato HF had an hour, you're all down in this bottom lane. It doesn't feel like they're looking for first blood or anything, does it? They're just kind of scouting the area. Not too sure. Ping's coming out. Now in HFN, hiding in the tree line. Say eats the tree and just says, "Surprise, you are!" And you're like, ah, runs away. Back under the tower. He's perfectly safe though. Yeah, not too sure what that was about. I don't know. There's some confusing stuff going on right there. Puck moving up top, and it seems like there's a matchup they really want.
Yeah, it looks like the Sven is gonna kill bottom. They're gonna. I think this is gonna give Brewmaster a lot more XP.
The battle
This way,
begins.
trying to fight up into the Lifestealer, where he can't actually pressure. So it's gonna make a situation where QC have to think, okay, are we gonna bring 3 heroes bottom to play with the Lifestealer? Is the Lifestealer just gonna TP top? Farm up here. Try to create some chaos. Who was it that did this earlier today? It was Thunder Predator, right? The gyrocopter against BA. It was really, really nice. I think that's what Crazy are trying to.
Yeah, they've definitely been watching some Dota today. Let's see how this one goes. Lumiander definitely.
Arrow mid.
Oh my! Oh, Bryle! He dodged it with a phase shift, man.
I thought he was gonna get hit. Good thing he had phase shift already.
Yeah, phase shift level 1. I mean, maybe not ideal. And he also used it, so he's gonna get daggered up. So yeah, that's actually pretty bad.
He got level 2 first on Quinn. I think that arrow kind of helped them there.
Taking so much damage on the puck here just from level 1. I'm getting punished for using that phase shift too early. You have to dodge the damage, that's the thing. You said it's a very skill-based matchup, and you're absolutely right. If you do miss a phase shift and fail to dodge a dagger or anything like that, then it just becomes very, very painful for the puck.
Puck is off to a 5 and 4 versus.
Yeah, let's hope Quinn doesn't just start running this one over. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, there's some coming out. They've got FVG, they've got him absolutely dead to rights here. That looked like a toss over from Moonmeander into the Fire Blast and Stormhammer. Brutal combination. Meanwhile, up at top, it's Kezi versus Lelis in the solo versus solo. Looks like a pure matchup up in the top lane. I think this is pretty Lelis' favored though. He can just like right-click Kezi down all the time with the Moment of Courage, and I'm not sure how much Kezi can do about that.
As long as he's getting XP on the Brew, I think he's quite happy. Rubik or bottom with the Mirana now. They're gonna have a tri-lane down here. I think the Sven is already very happy though with pretty much free farm first 3 waves. Yeah, and got first blood.
Does dodge the stun with the rage, but unfortunately now taking a ton of damage just from the ignite and the right clicks coming into him.
Dude, Lifestealer's so weak in his early levels.
Yeah.
Rage doesn't last very long, and Ogre can just keep on pounding at him. He's got an Orb of Venom. Triple melee lane.
It feels it feels like it should be a good lifestealer lane, right? Like triple melee, you know, strength heroes as well. They've got loads of health pools. You know, you can get your health back with Feast, but it's just not how it works. Like, unfortunately, Feast just doesn't find that much usefulness in a tri lane.
Man, there's not quite yet level 2. SVG somehow got 2 first. Oh, I guess he killed a big creep right way to the bottom lane.
Yeah, I just spam arrows. You know what it's like. Aoi, meanwhile, trying to hide behind a tree, but Ogre is way too big to hide behind a little tree trunk like that. You can picture it,
I feel
can't you?
Ogre and Tiny. They need to focus more on the Lifestealer than on the left side. They did block the small camp, which was very nice. But they gotta try and just keep poking at the LS, or else he's just gonna keep on free farming. Yeah. It's not like Cement can stop him. Oh, top black?
Yep, the avalanche as well. Stuns are galore right now, but the Fire Blast was used a little bit prematurely, and Yoa's going to be able to get himself away, but it's going to mean another salve is going to get poured into him. If they had one, they've only got tangos actually, so you are going to have to heal up the old-fashioned way here.
If he rages up, he gets that movement speed, he can just walk away from these two. They gotta make sure they burst him, or at least save the toss so he can toss him back. Oh, the top at the power room. Who got it? No one got it. Bottom.
Yep, and Quinn and Braille fighting over nothing now, but Braille's actually going to be able to get the kill here as they toss him forwards, and Quinn is down. The Queen of Pain's going to be the first one to die in this mid matchup, and that is going to hurt.
Does actually keep.
Oh, he didn't go for the deny. Oh no, he didn't go for the deny, and now the avalanche comes out. Moonman is just going to give him a whole world of hurt right now as he chases him down with these right clicks. Won't get the kill, but gets a good amount of damage onto MSS here as revenge.
Mental damage.
Radiant's middle tower
it is.
And surprisingly, Puck actually doing even now. I obviously thought Puck would win this lane, but from the first wave, whatever happened, thought Quinn was over. Not good though. He's going bottom now to get the bounty rune. Refill his bottle. He's also got the bounty.
Going on to UR in the bottom lane, but the arrow actually just about catches on side, but not before he gets off the toss. Is it enough to finish the job? HFN comes under the tower, but it's not enough to kill him. Thank you, tower armor and HP regen. The Lifestealer will survive. Meanwhile,
A lot of pressure, huh?
it is, yeah. It is. He keeps getting dropped really low. Run out of tangos here as well. Probably after going to get out some more regen. I mean, SVG's got some. He even has to pop the rage just to stop Aoi from stunning him and murdering him straight up. It's extremely rough for UR down here. Meanwhile, up in this top lane, though, at least Lelis is having a slightly better time of things, though. Kezu's doing very well for himself. He seems to be leaning absolutely fine into this Legion Commander.
Undercut is a good skill against melee heroes. You can always pass it and slow them down. Won't be able to trade with you in that.
Yep. Clap. Easy. Meanwhile, Moomiander finds himself a courier whilst he's at it as well. Nicely done. Even look towards SVG. I mean, he's got the toss into Aoi here, so you have to be careful. They're actually going to throw their stuns into the Life Stealer, but it's not enough to kill him off, and now he goes to the open wound. Wants to heal up off Aoi here. Aoi under the tower, taking a ton of damage. You are keeping himself alive by attacking the Ogre Magi here, but they're not going to be able to finish the job. MSS is looking for it, but it's not going to be. Oh, the arrow onto Sven. Nice from SVG. Once again, though, not enough to finish the job. Turn towards Moomiander. Oh, there we go. A courier. We can kill that at least. You know what, Moon getting dangerously close to Morale, looking for a toss back or something, but that's just not going to happen. But finally, Quincy crew, whilst they don't get any kills, they get themselves so many heroes super duper low, and that is going to be worth it. Meanwhile, Moon could be in some trouble. He's trying to walk around, he doesn't really know what to do with himself, so he tosses MSS back, but yeah, he is dead.
We're gonna tip him, right? The ha 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 ha.
Yeah, just playing.
They got a base boost now. Go on, sorry.
They're just playing. They're just playing around there. The Tiny trying to stay in the lane for a little bit of extra XP whilst everyone else backs himself out. It's really sucks to leave a lane when no one is getting the XP.
Refill mid. There's a coil. We're gonna make a play. Mid.
Yeah, looking for the quad pair. Quad though, choosing not. Oh, nice arrow. Just going to nail Moomiander here. Quinn though does break the coil. He's got the Sonic Wave to maybe bring down Moomiander. If Moomiander comes in for the toss, and that should be enough. No, it's not enough to finish off Quinn. Oh dear.
Raindrop.
Quinn gets away, and Moomiander will go down. Damn, Raindrop saving lives since 2015, bro.
Has been killed.
I thought Quinn was about to feed there, but that was really legit because he calculated Raindrop.
Yeah, very, very close. Just about surviving that one. Oof. Getting spicy this game. Everyone's just living on a knife's edge right now, it feels like. Meanwhile, you are in HFN, now in this kind of 1v1. Oh, arrow comes in, but will land onto the range creep. And that's what Quincy, everyone on Quincy crew does this, where they just kind of arrow the range creep, but always looking to get heroes with it. And if you get the hero with it, it's great, you get yourself a kill. If not, then you get yourself a range creep, so it's still pretty great.
Damn, I still can't get past the fact that arrow hit the Tiny. They called up Quinn there, because if that arrow didn't land, I think Quinn was 100% dead.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Yeah, he was going down. I mean, his rain drop would have been on cooldown from when Bryle initiated on him. So, yeah, he was out of there. But as SVG coming in with a godlike plays, I mean, this is why this team will always pick Marana if you give them the opportunity to. They play it so damn well. Well, again, coming out. This time, SVG, he's still going to land it. The arrow comes in after the Tiny every goddamn time. And Queen of Pain, she's going to make it out of here again. Or is she? Brad's still chasing the silences out, but no, he's fine. And Brad's actually the one in trouble. SVG. Jeez. Oh my god. Miss. Oh, whoa, double miss. Okay, Quinn says no. He gets him with the scream of pain. Jesus, SV god.
Wow, again? The same exact way, and Tiny dying first too? That's so heartbreaking, right? You're the one making the plays, and you're the one who ends up...
You're making them right plays, yeah, that's exactly the problem. But SVG, he's just a genius. He sees it coming, and he makes himself in the right position to just be able to completely counter it out. You know, arrow's going to land onto KZ here. Lelis making his way over with the overwhelming odds. Does have a duel, but they won't be able to bring down the Brewmaster in time. Maybe soon though. He's getting pretty low. He's gonna have to put the split and try and turn this one around. But he doesn't really have anybody to start on here as Brawl makes his way over. Waiting Rift use though, doesn't have that much nuke damage. Lelis, he's pretty tanky on this Legion Commander. Is he tanky enough? Well, SVG comes in, they drop the coil down onto 2. Kezi trying to finish the job, has the Thunderclap, will bring him down without using it, but now is in some trouble himself. He gets off his nukes before he dies, but die he shall. Meanwhile, Brawl on the run, SVG looking for him, but unfortunately doesn't have an arrow available.
All up on Quinn. Happy that exchange. Inner bottom though.
Radiant's top tower is under
Puck wants that. You know he wants that, but he doesn't have a TP. He's making his way down the mid lane, but I'm sure someone on Quincy is gonna notice it and try to pressure somebody.
They really are trying to face this out as Quinn's like, well, I want it. Brawl wants it as well. The fight over the Arcane Rune, and Brawl will actually get it in the bottle. Quincy crew come out behind on this one, but they know there's no coils. They're happy to try and find this one right now, but the Avalanche stolen from MSS, doing a ton of damage, allowing them to drop Moon Meander. Meanwhile, Brawl gets up to the high ground, bottling himself up, trying to get himself enough mana to join this fight. SVG might be a decent target here, but the guy's actually pretty tanky. Then he gets a courier instead, but can't find that either. Oh, waiting with forward just to grab it. Meanwhile,
he's silenced now.
MSS now silences out on Tim. The arrow's going to connect as well. Brawl gets baited by MSS. He loves stealing this Waning Rift spell, dude.
Oh,
dire structures are fortified.
Brawl must have known that Rubik is level 6, right?
Surely.
He was just looking at the courier. That's why he did that. He just wanted to get the courier, but then he had to use like an orb right away. He wanted to get out.
Yeah.
From the night.
Meanwhile, Sven though, I mean, he's quietly farming up this game. He's got the Midas, he's got the Phase Boots heading towards the Surge at a reasonable rate as well. The Heaven's Halberd could be a pretty big deal in this game versus the Lifestealer. I'm feeling pretty good about this Sven right now, but, you know, it's the other two heroes which I'm worried about. Bryle, he's just been involved in one too many bad ganks, put him in a bad position. Meanwhile, Moomiander from the top lane is being jumped right now because he's going to TP himself in, and he's got that split. Do they have the vision, though, in order to commit to this one? I'm not sure. Yep, there's a sentry coming down. They want to be able to take down MSS, but they get the duel off onto the Brewmaster, stopping him from getting off the primal split, and he's going to go down as the Sonic Wave comes cutting on through, forcing back Owie as well. Moomiander trying to protect him. Meanwhile, Lelis looking for a target, gets tossed over towards Owie. That's going to be a free kill for Lelis. Bryle throwing in a couple of spells, but he is all out of damage to dump, and it just feels like crazy. Cannot get kills right now. It's a huge problem. Bryle fighting into SVG here. Man, I mean, what does this puck need to do to find himself a game?
I mean, he's not having a bad game. play. You just gotta find some heroes to play with, not get debated into QC. QC actually diving top.
Yeah, they get up, yeah, and Dowie as well. It's just constant. They're giving away way too much on the side of Crazy right now. Another duel comes out, that 20 duel damage for Legion at 12 minutes into the game. And it's 11-3 on the scoreline, you know, that's worrying.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Can't just...
Dire are scanning.
True enough, there's only one hero. Right, got him pretty deep here, but also able to dodge out the arrow. Just about.
Dire's top tower.
Meanwhile, HFN actually has to TP out from Lifestealer there. Lifestealer rocks up with his armlet. Sven poops himself and runs away, but does get a TP out. But he's not got God Strength for another 70 seconds, so we're definitely not going to see HFN playing for a while. No, they're wrapping around upon him. The salve is coming. They need to go now, and they will engage upon HFN, and there is nothing he can do about that. He gets ripped apart by the heroes on Quincy crew. Didn't see that one coming. Crazy. They're just clutching at straws at this point, you know. They're chasing after kills, after fights they don't really want. They're putting themselves in bad situations. It feels like the team are kind of running out of steam in this series. In jumps Quinn, trying to find Bryle. Meanwhile, he's got a Lifestealer inside of him as well, but the call comes down just to stop Quinn going for any more, it feels like. Kezu pump taking the primal split here. He would go for this one if he wants to. Will throw it down, but Moonmeander's one in trouble. Meanwhile, Lotus goes around the side, trying to find a kill. Meanwhile, Sonic Wave cuts through Moonmeander. They're trying to find a kill here, but there's no one they can lock down and actually bring down. They don't have the damage to kill off anybody here, and it's just looking a little bit awful crazy. Bryle coming on over, maybe finding himself a target, but there's no one to bring down, and Kezu's just going to awkwardly end the primal split, sitting in front of everyone. Arrow's going to connect, and this is going to be a dead remaster, and another duel for Lelis. Now up to 30 damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep.
The prize is mine.
Yep, they will bring him down, but even now they're looking to fight on Quincy crew. Like, any engagement they can get, they're going to go for it. HFN running away from Yawar with the God Strength. Tries to turn around, but there's just nothing he can do at this point as they kill off Puck in the backlines. MSS with the stolen split as well, looking for HFN here. If he gets off the Tornado, oh no, he gets it. And they'll bring him down. Oh, bringing him down a bit early there, buddy. There's no open wounds. HFN will actually get himself out.
Dire's middle tower.
Kezu? That's not where you want to be, my friend. That is not where you want to be. He's getting killed off as well. I mean, in fairness, Kezu's actually on our time zone, so on my time zone. So he's currently playing at 2:30 in the morning. So maybe that's an excuse.
Game to have a...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
This is super awkward here as two supports just kind of run down the low ground, and the rest of Crazy are actually turning up this one. I mean, maybe they can get Mirana, but nope, she's got the leap away, woken up by the lead commander. The lead commander looks down towards Owie here, and Owie's going to get taken out. The split comes down. Maybe they look towards Lelis as the stone will connect. Do they have the damage to bring him down, though? I don't think they do. Lelis gets himself inside the Roche pit. Now, Lifestealer pops himself out and looks in towards the Sven, and Sven just getting torn up. He does pop the Heaven's Halberd onto Yawar, but does Yawar care? Not in the slightest. Keeps chasing HFN here. HFN on the run, pops a war cry, but gets open wound up. Well, trying to help out as best he can. Leash comes down. It holds still the Lifestealer, but it doesn't save HFN. He's still going to get killed off, as will Bryle. Quincy crew are running amok this game, and how are we just TPing in again here? For what reason are you TPing into this tower, my friend? You're going to go down as well. It's going to be 4 kills in this engagement.
Under attack.
I mean, this all started from 2 heroes going into this area of the map just to deward a sentry. I mean, you just got to question the movements from Crazy and just wonder what they're actually trying to achieve.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Lelis does nearly drop. They're being a little bit cautious here on Quincy crew because they're actually kind of low on mana. They're not super high on health. Their lifesteal's not there. Well, yeah, they're gonna chill out now.
Tower is under attack.
Hi guys.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh no, he tries to CP away but gets harrowed by SPG. How is this man not tilted at this point?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, the Bruise got Midas.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just get the Midas on Owie. Why not? No.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Making the movements here. Still has another leap available. They kind of need to engage with Brile first to get off that stream call, and he's just TP'd himself out, so nothing to be gained from this bottom lane right now. Maybe Crazy can push in some creeps onto the tower. HFN grouping up with his team as well, just to get his push going. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lelis is infested, heavily pregnant, and expecting a beautiful lifestealer baby any minute now, ready to pop out of range and passes by. Leander is going to be exactly that. Lelis ready to jump in, goes in with the duel, and this is a very quick kill. 80 duel damage now up on Lelis. And a beautiful baby lifestealer born in the middle lane.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Yep, that was Kezzy's plate mail.
Can't get out of there.
Yeah. I mean, somehow HFN is still the most farmed hero in the game. I guess that's the Midas touch. Coil out in the top lane, looking for the Queen of Pain, but the duel around the side's going to put an end to Owie's life at the very least. Maybe they can just pile in onto the Queen of Pain and bring her down with the coil being snapped. He has the opportunity to leap himself away, and that he certainly will. Meanwhile, Kezzy still trying to play around here, lift up the Legion and get himself away. Meanwhile, Brad gets picked up from the backline, gets caught with an arrow, caught with a silence, and brought down. Now Kezzy playing 1 versus 5. That's not a fight you're going to win, unfortunately, and he will also be sent to the grave. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Leander pushing in mid a bit with a catapult wave. HFN continuing to farm up some ancients here. Might find his next item soon. I don't know what that next item's going to be. It needs to be a big one. BKB, do you think?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They have sufficient.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, whatever.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Lift, Arrow, Queen of Pain.
Dire's middle tower
It's a bit
is
too much
under
for HFN to deal with, I would say. But also, it's not a horrible damage item on Sven either, with the these being a strength item and all. Meanwhile, they'll look over towards the Ogre and the G. He's falling a a bit of trouble. HMN's going to come charging in here to back him up, holding up on the god strength for the time being, as he's not going to find himself a stun target. And now, oh no, the Rubik coil holding to them still. What the hell just happened to the spam? They'll snap the coil, they try to pulse it back and get interrupted from it. The oil duel comes down to Kenzie, so no split for him, not like he had it anyway. Lelis turning godlike right now as well, looking towards Moon Meander as well. And that is going to be a double kill from Lelis Hill. And they're just going to call it there. God, GG was called. MSS, good event. Fair enough. Yeah, very tough series.